A night in with Mauler and the drinker, getting trashed with the web screen thinkers. A cheap night cause I'm feeling kinda thrifty, got a 10-pack of beers and a bottle of whiskey. Pop up the cork, have a glass of wine, I'll still say I'll be fine. Trouble walking in a straight line, but for me a Pinot Noir. It's open bar with our hosts, Mauler and the Critical Drinker.
Really need to get that intro updated, actually. We need to recycle our group of guests on that one.
They are a changing. Make it like
Speaking of which,
depressing
as well-
and scary with we're drinking, but everyone gets older and older and people start turning to ash or something.
More and more jaded and horrifying.
Grayer.
Yeah.
Everything's melting.
Or more yellow as the liver cirrhosis takes hold, you know.
Smoke gathering in the top of the room, just all the drinks emptying. Oh.
Yeah, I also had to change the background just as we went live there because I was like, wait a minute, it's not Last Orders tonight, it's open bar, damn it.
Not yet. You're getting ahead of yourself. We're gonna get there eventually. Here we are. 194. The 90. It's kind of weird, isn't it? 'Cause it's like the way we're supposed to be doing this is that the second two numbers are the special numbers. I'm ignoring the one, aren't I?
So special, yeah. I mean, I don't know how else you would do that. You know, you could go back to see what movies were made in the year of our Lord 194.
I suppose I could.
Probably
we
not
could
a lot.
imagine what would be happening in 2194. Huh?
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
we can imagine.
It could be better. Anyway, we've recovered from the fear of reviewing the Odyssey. Drink is healthy. Everyone's happy. We managed to do it.
Whoa, healthy is a bit of a stretch, okay?
It always is. That's normal. Supergirl whimpering its last gasp at the box office. I don't know if you've seen people shitting on all of its effects because it's got released on digital.
Oh, it was awful. That one where she flies out through the cave entrance.
Yeah, I sent that to Fringy and I was like, did someone fuck with this? Like, is this real? Was this how it looked? And this is how it looks. My God.
$225 million movie, everyone.
And House of the Dragon is popping out at the same time. So you got all these events, but none of them matter because we got Spider-Man. Everyone is talking now about Spider-Man.
Why are we even talking about anything when Spider-Man's here?
I don't know. But we're not going to delve into that insanity until we have a thought about this wonderful number. Because 93 was pretty good. Got to admit it. All right, 93. We rate that highly. Thumbs up. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Some crazy people even argue that 94 is better for the world of film.
Ooh.
A staggering, revolutionary, majorly influential year filled with all kinds of greats. And I realized I fucked myself because I'm probably going to end up doing this every time now. I'm going to take a big breath and try to get through the notable list, all right?
You could do it, okay? The long man is going to be short on this one.
The Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, The Lion King, Leon the Professional, Quiz Show, Four Weddings and a Funeral, Speed, True Lies, The Crow, Stargate, Clear and Present Danger, The Specialist, Time Cop, Star Trek, Generations on Deadly Ground, The Shadow, Terminal Velocity, Drop Zone, Street Fighter, Double Dragon, Legends of the Four Little Women, The Madness of King George, Natural Born Killers, The Hudsucker, Proxy, Board, fuck. Before Sunrise, The Pelican Brief, Heavenly Creatures, The Mask, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Dumb and Dumber, Clerks, Ed Wood, The Santa Claus, The Flintstones, Naked Gun 33 and a Third, The Final Insult, Airheads, D2, The Mighty Ducks, Beverly Hills Cop 3, I'm sorry I failed, Interview with the Vampire, The Mouth of Madness, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and Wes Craven's A New Nightmare.
It's just wild to me that you put like Street Fighter into the same category as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Fuck yeah. I was going to ask, and I know that could be the answer. What's your favorite of that selection?
Oh God, I do love Street Fighter. Unironically, I think it's fantastic. Go just do the entire list again so I can compare them.
I did say the notable movies, by the way, not necessarily the best.
That is fair, yeah. Yeah, gosh. It all passed by in such a blur. I'm going to struggle on this one.
Well, I think a lot of people
Pulp
would
Fiction,
pick...
I mean...
Yeah, I would pick Pulp Fiction personally, but Shawshank Redemption is going to be up there for a lot of people. And Lion King, I would say.
All absolutely fantastic movies, so can't knock any of those, really.
Can't go wrong with True Lies as well. So.
And a really underrated James Cameron movie that no one really talks about enough. I think it's almost because it had such a trouble-free production. Like it didn't take like 15 years to get made. No one like wanted to murder James Cameron on the set of it. It was just a pretty slick production. I think Arnold like pulled in a few favors to get Cameron involved in it because he desperately needed a hit after Last Action Hero kind of flopped. And this went some way toward resurrecting his career and keeping him ticking along throughout the 90s. A good movie. Really good movie.
So 94, we get a bit of a breakout for independent cinema. Miramax and Sundance Festival get some of the very notable with Pulp Fiction and Clerks like arriving there and being celebrated. It's seen as like a time where indie film starts to spread further and more people see it. So media diets everywhere are increasing in enrichment, and that it will save the world. So that's pretty cool that happened.
I mean, if there's one thing that we all need to work on, it's our media diets.
Yes,
clearly. Like get to as many film festivals as you can. Go to the Arkansas Buttfuck Festival. Just see.
That's what it's. You're like, is this a gay festival?
It's just, who knows. See like every dog shit movie that you can find and just huff your own farts afterwards. Like, yes, I am a true media connoisseur.
94, much with sort of the 90s and 2000s, you get jumps each year with technology. Like Forrest Gump gets the compositing Tom Hanks into historical footage, or True Lies having the precedent of, I think it was over 100 million as a budget, which was fucking insane for even then for blockbusters and stuff. And then just pushing all kinds of like technological advancements. Even Stargate, that was like the first movie, as far as I know, to try and launch marketing through a website on something called the internet.
A website? Well, I know that Space Jam was a very early one as well, and I think that website was preserved for many decades, still in all its 90s glory. But yeah, you could be right. If you're talking 1994, like what would it be like? Maybe 2% of the population were online at that point and could go to that website.
I just like they do this some suit like online marketing. They'll go nowhere.
Yeah. What's this internet you're talking about?
And that guy was right for at least a bit longer. Eventually, it might go somewhere. But
I like the Stargate movie as well. Like I know nowadays people like laud Stargate SG-1 obviously for the impact it had on TV and then ran for like a decade or so. But the original movie, I think, is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all hail Kurt Russell's flat top hair in that as well. It's epic.
Be out of the list. There's a lot of films that are starting to marry the pieces of CG with physical. That you get like almost the golden era of seeing the best of both being put together. I always think, I know we're not there yet, but like in the same era being stuff like going back to Jurassic Park, but forward to Lord of the Rings, or even like the Raimi Spider-Mans. And some other bits and bobs, right? Because everyone's been talking about that, obviously, for reasons. But yes, it's also notable for skyrocketing Jim Carrey, because you get Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and The Mask all in the same calendar year.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild. I mean, all fantastic movies as well, but yeah, he was a busy boy that year. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, I guess.
So just a little, I often try to see if I can find stuff that you would never have heard of, at least in theory. That's the hope. But you may have heard of some of these. But did you know that the pipe Andy Dufresne crawls through in Shawshank Redemption, all of that is mostly chocolate, like water and sawdust, not, in fact, poo.
They didn't put an actor in real poo, real human feces?
So this is the thing. If you was looking for Robert Eggers or Christopher Nolan, you got to get it authentic. And,
I didn't know that, actually. I don't think I ever cared to look it up.
Was hilarious was Stephen King apparently sold the rights for that getting adapted for $5,000, and he felt so bad for the initial box office that he had sent the check back with a note saying, "If you ever need bail money, love, Steve."
No, that's the thing people often forget now. Like Shawshank Redemption was not a box office success. It became a success in later years, obviously, as its reputation grew and grew. But yeah, it flopped when it came out.
On the note of sort of budgeting stuff, the budget was ballooning for Forrest Gump, and they were gonna, like, the studio were gonna cut the cross-country running section, and then Tom Hanks ended up paying for it himself because he felt that it had to stay in. It was too important.
That, you know what though? Stories like that warm my heart so fucking much.
Yeah.
Like an actor who cares that much about the production and cares about the artistic vision. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to eat the cost myself because I know it'll be worth it in the end. Like, I do respect that.
And then, an equally heartwarming factoid, Jean-Claude Van Damme was battling a massive $10,000 a week cocaine addiction during the filming of Street Fighter. The studio hired a handler to keep him sober, but Van Damme frequently skipped filming to party. To keep the movie on track, the director had to completely rewrite scenes on the fly, giving Van Damme's action sequence to side characters just because he wouldn't show up.
Yep.
He was having too much fun, man. Now, I have a little game for you to end this, okay? Last time I gave you 5 potential facts and you had to pull out the lie. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time it's not going to be a part of like one particular item. This is all facts about movies. 4 of them are correct.
Okay.
One of them is a lie. So the first one. When filming Interview with a Vampire, they had to hang Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise upside down for 30 minutes in order to see how their veins would appear, where their blood go into their heads, so that they could recreate the look of the artists when they're vampires. Fact 2. When filming Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey did not use any makeup or special effects to create Lloyd Christmas's famous chipped tooth because he already had a dental cap he could simply remove. Fact 3. The famous poster of Rita Hayworth that Andy uses to hide his tunnel was accidentally glued to the prison wall during filming using industrial strength adhesive. This resulted in the production having to pay $5,000 getting a specialist to remove the poster without damaging it from the wall. Fact number 4, as a result of Lion King's portrayal of hyenas, a hyena researcher the production had consulted with attempted to sue Disney for defamation of character on behalf of the animals. Number 5, and finally, Jim Carrey was able to master speaking with his iconic giant teeth in the mask such that the production saved $1 million in what would have been eventual CGI costs for the teeth in post.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the 2 Jim Carrey facts are true. I know the dental cap one is true. And I can see him like mastering the goofy teeth thing. I think it's the Interview with a Vampire one. I don't believe that they hung Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt upside down for that.
Would you like to lock that in?
I'm going to lock it in, yeah.
Very well. Well, according to my research, because I could be wrong, that is in fact true, that they hung them upside down only the one time to see how their blood formed and what veins came up, so then they would then recreate that with the artist.
Stupid.
Yes, the lie was actually the Rita Hayworth poster. I made that up for $5,000 cost.
Right, okay.
There is like interesting facts about that poster, but I figured this time I would try and take something that could maybe sound a bit more viable, surround it by insane facts. So, stealthy.
That was pretty good. I like that one. So
Not
we've
bad,
all
not
learned
bad.
something from this.
Yeah, which I guess takes us finally to Spider-Man. Or maybe not yet, because we got some guests to get in here.
We should bring the guests in and assemble the bar, shouldn't we? So are you guys ready? Should we bring them in?
Let's
do it. All right, well, welcome everyone to the bar. Reaper, Az, Generation Offended, Dark Hour, and Chris Gore. We have a busy bar tonight, and that's the way I like it. It's good to have you guys all here. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Did you guys
Very
observe
excited. We're all
and
very
absorb
excited to be
all
here.
of Mahler's knowledge? I hope you did. I hope you learned something from that.
Very random and useful facts for you. He'll take that forward in some way.
Is it going to be a quiz? I don't know.
Yeah,
I kind of figured it was the poster one, because why would they give a shit about this? Just buy another poster. Why would you spend $5,000 to preserve a poster? You could just get another
My
one.
assumption was not so much the poster, but more like damage to the prison wall or something. Because if it was like filmed in a historical environment, it's got to be preserved as was.
Yeah, that the poster tripped me up because there is, like you said, there's some facts about the poster. I couldn't remember. Is it like something to do? He couldn't throw the rock through it or something? It was like
I forget. I was looking into it and I was like, this looks like one I can fuck with.
right.
I think you tricked me with the first one because I was like, there's no fucking way they would hang Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt upside down just to see what veins look like in their faces.
Dude, I knew when I was reading
believe
it.
that one.
I knew when I was reading it how absurd it sounded. I was like, this will be good because might just get
Tom
you.
Cruise. Tom Cruise is up for anything, and if Tom Cruise is going to do it, Brad Pitt's going to do it. So that was one I was just like, yeah, I believe that. Yeah,
That's probably fair. Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to go with the tooth cap. I thought that sounded the most normal, therefore probably wasn't true.
That
yeah,
was like,
I remember reading about it once, like how Jim Carrey had chipped a tooth like when he was younger, and he got a cap put on, so it's like he was happy enough to remove it for the production. Like, okay, fine. I guess. Man, I miss Dumb and Dumber. It was a good movie.
I nearly
Better
died
movies
never
for
a
Smart
seeing
second
Film.
one
that
or a
film.
prequel.
No, let's not talk about the prequel or the second
Or the
one.
sequel.
There was,
Those
there
don't
was only
exist.
ever one. Okay, it was like they did one and done. It was perfect. It was a funny as fuck movie. Just yeah, that's enough. Anyway, gentlemen, Spooderman. You guys have all seen it. I've seen it. We've all experienced it. It's the movie of the year, apparently. Why are we talking about anything else when Spider-Man's out? How did you find it? What was your impressions of it? And anyone can go first. Whoever wants to step into the breach, dear friends.
Well, as always, it was a mixed bag. I enjoyed the action. I thought the soundtrack was great. There's some good performances all round. But the main problem is with Jean Grey, the main villain, how she was portrayed and what they chose to do with her. And also, having Zendaya and Ned back into the story, it feels like they invalidate the last movie. Because the last movie is all about getting rid of them. And
I
just
love
back
how,
again.
like, 10 seconds into Reaper's review, he just spoils the fuck out of this movie.
I mean,
come on, Jean-
Spoilers.
What did you think of it? Jean Grey, first words.
Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, okay?
was anyone surprised by that?
Nah, fucking everyone must have known.
I guess the
man.
people
Everyone
that didn't
knew.
know, I bet they were.
The
Well,
person who gave Gary $1,000 who lost a bet. That person was surprised. And they
Nice.
DM'd me about it, and I confirmed.
Well, it's good that they paid up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I
Zendaya-
think. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Zendaya's wasted another role this year. I mean, she wasn't really doing anything in the Odyssey, and she didn't really do anything here. So you got to wonder why they keep putting her in these movies. I don't think she's a bad actress or anything, but it's like, what is she doing? She's not like Ned and Mary Jane didn't do anything this whole movie. They were just there to give Peter some emotional trial, and like they had no drive, no motivation, didn't really do anything.
This is supposed to be 4 years, 5 years after the last movie. Why is Ned still acting like a retarded teenager when he's been through a MIT and he's a full professional now? I don't understand why he hasn't changed at all.
Well, he has one
still
scene where he says
still-
something.
Sorry, he still plays with Legos. I mean, who does that?
I mean, he has like one scene where he says something incredibly intelligent, like theorizing about with the chemical composition of his webs. And even Spider-Man's like, "Oh yeah, you're pretty close there, actually." But that's it.
Point of contention. It's Michelle Jones, not Mary Jane.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, Chris, what did you think of it?
Objection.
I agree with Reaper. It's a mixed bag. There's a much better 2-hour movie in this, but it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. A second, third act that's like another movie involving Jean Grey and all the bloated side quest characters that you don't care about, like the annoying New York cop that's always on the phone and dragging her kids everywhere, which I guess she came from the comics, the games. I don't care. She's boring and annoying, along with most of the other characters. The Yelena being in this movie, what was that point? And her forcing Spider-Man to strip naked and get in the sauna to have a conversation was stupid, humiliating, annoying. This movie is very Gen Z. It's very Gen Z about loneliness, too much obsession with tech. I thought, even though Tony Stark is not a part of this, he's Boy Stark again, with so many million screen 3D printer that can magically print anything. There's so much good about this movie. The action is the best I've ever seen Spider-Man in any movie ever. It's great. It's, stripped from the comics, stripped from the games. So Spidey action, awesome. I like John Bernthal as Punisher, but it's bloated with, I felt like the HR department was saying, you know what we need? More screen time with the New York cop going around with their kids in the subway, and make sure to say, "Hi, Spider-Man." That character annoyed me.
And they acted like they knew each other, so, like she was in all the movies up to this point.
Yeah.
She was brand new to this one. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, so that annoyed the shit. So, look, I liked it better than the Odyssey, but I'll say that this movie is bloated unnecessarily. Why? I think the director did his job, but he was stuck with that script and whatever HR department was telling him what to do and how to cast. It's a very diverse movie, and it's really interesting the types of characters that are leading Peter Parker along. He really has no agency, and I miss like Peter Parker doing shit, figuring stuff out, failing, which is fine. I want to see my heroes fail and then triumph, learn something. But I found every side character to just slow the movie down, and it annoyed the crap out of me. I don't know if others feel the same way, but that's how I.
It definitely was too long. I agree with that 100%.
There's a lot of fat
Yeah,
in it.
I'm inclined to agree with the sentiment that it's a bit bloated. It kind of jumps all over the place for the first 30, 40 minutes before it really finds its feet and gets moving. I feel like it could have got started with the main plot line a little bit quicker. Weirdly, I didn't mind the cop that much because I kind of like the idea of Spider-Man like liaising with them a little bit. I don't know if they needed to be. I guess they had to personify it in one person, just so that like the audience can engage with it a little bit. I didn't really mind her. She's not really good or bad. She's just kind of there. But it makes sense that he would like try and coordinate with them a little bit if he's like they're both on the same side ultimately. The bringing back MJ and Ned, like I feel like it undermines the whole point of the previous movie. Like I was ready to say goodbye to them. Like they had their poignant farewell. You know, he sacrificed ultimately his friendship with Ned and his love relationship with MJ for the greater good, the necessity of what he does, and it made sense. It's part of what Spider-Man is, and so to have them come back but just be this slightly wishy-washy, like they're there but they don't remember him, and there's a sort of tenuous relationship but it doesn't really go anywhere, was a little bit unnecessary and kind of frustrating. And yeah, like bringing people like Yelena in just feels like they're still trying so hard to make her happen, and she's not going to happen.
She's horrendous.
I don't know why they keep trying to make her a thing. Like she's this really fascinating character that we want to see more of. She's really fucking boring and annoying. So I don't get the point of that whatsoever. You could remove her from the film altogether and do nothing. Pairing him up with the Punisher is an odd choice. Like, I didn't hate it. Like, I think, you know, the two actors spar well off each other. I think they're okay. You know, this is a toned down Punisher, obviously, to be suitable for family audiences. It's all right, I guess. Like, I didn't feel like he was that necessary to the movie, but whatever. But yeah, Jean Grey is a bit of an odd one. Like, again, it feels like they're setting up Doomsday by having her introduced, and like we've got to make her a thing, but like they didn't really flesh her out that well. And I don't know. Sadie Sink I like her way more than Sansa Stark. What the fuck actress's name?
Sophie Turner.
Is Sophie Turner?
You
Yeah,
mean
like
Lara Croft.
Yeah, she's the real Lara Croft.
Did you
She's
notice that they never
way
said
better than
mutant
her
once?
as an actor? Sorry, what?
I said, did you notice that they didn't say mutant a single time? They made sure to avoid that.
Yeah.
They
It's enhanced
very,
mutant.
very strategically worked around what they could use and what they couldn't use.
I don't think we're even there yet to be discussing in these
But-
films. I don't think we're even ready to be discussing the mutant element.
Yeah.
They're only starting to introduce the first X-Men character that's going to be going forward. So
I tell you, the biggest issue I had with it, weirdly, was the whole like the arachnid DNA is starting to take over him more and more, right? And it's like you're initially wondering like, where's this going? Is it almost going to be like Venom, where it becomes this like symbiotic relationship, and like it takes control of him at times, or he's almost like the Hulk, and he can't control this thing, and he's going to become violent and dangerous. But the movie just kind of doesn't know what to do with it. Eventually, he just sort of accepts it, and then he's able to control it, and everything's fine. And I'm like, well, what was really the point of that? What are you really trying to tell me about this character with this thing that's going on with him?
I thought the different characters had thematical beats. Like the Punisher, you just like Spider-Man, the Punisher. I mean, they've done teams up before, but to me, Punisher was a representation of Spider-Man's loss. And so that's why he was gravitating towards the Punisher. He goes inside the boat. The Punisher's dead family pictures are up. MJ highlights it, closes it immediately. That's Tom. That's Spider-Man's. That's Peter's loss. Hulk is in it. I thought thematically the Hulk was representing you can't change the nature of who you are. When he had his inhibitor, Spider-Man's trying to put the inhibitor on to suppress the arachnid DNA. They need to try and suppress Jean Grey's telepathic abilities, and Hulk is wearing his suppressor to stop him from becoming Savage Hulk. When it's first taken away, Jean Grey can control Hulk and he's Professor Hulk. But the whole point, but Peter's trying to warn her that you can't control this man. And so when the link is broken, Peter thinks that he can reason with Professor Hulk to take him down. But that's when we get, he's in my head. And you initially thought Jean Grey's back in his head. And it's just like, no, he's in my head. And then it's the Savage Hulk. So you can't change the nature of who you are. Spider-Man, Peter Parker in this film, to me, can't change who he is. He's a hero through and through. But he's also somebody that needs to have his family. He needs to have his life. He needs to have his friends. And that's why, even though I would have preferred that they moved on from Ned and MJ, because they did set that up, it would have been nice to bring in Felicia, Black Cat, would have been nice to bring in actual MJ. They could have really have played with different aspects that way. But in bringing it back, I actually thought they dealt with it in a very clever way, because there's I thought a really good scene between MJ and Peter where she finds his letter that he wrote at the end of the third film, and he goes on about this is how he felt and this is how he feels about her and this is how we were together and all this, and then she just goes, I can't remember anything, because the spell was so good. The spell was really good, and I thought that was a great way of dealing with it. And the only way that we see the relationship coming together is when she saw him interacting with Ned, and they were on the same page. They had the same humor. They were finishing each other's kind of conversations, etc. And it was like at that moment she realized, although I can't remember any of this, and I can't remember us, and I can't remember our relationships, that letter that he wrote, he was telling the truth. I believe what he was saying in that. I can see elements. I mean, I really wish Hollywood would stop playing with a woman's greatest fantasy is to cheat on a boyfriend. But I mean, I guess we're not there yet.
I think that they missed out on an opportunity, because obviously you have Jean jumping into people's heads and reading their memories and all this stuff. They could have easily turned this into because she jumps into MJ's head at the one point, that the memories are actually still there, just kind of blocked off. It could have been something along those lines.
I like that it wasn't, because that'd be cheap.
But they kind of ended up doing it at the end anyway, though. They kind of ended up doing something like that at the end.
Well, no, because they didn't. He wasn't with MJ by the end. There wasn't that. It was they were planting the seeds. They were planting the seeds on where that one's going. They didn't rush that. I'm all on the same page with Jean Grey. The starting aspect of Jean Grey was very bizarre, because her beef is with Damage Control. Why is she killing innocent people?
Also, she doesn't need to kill anybody. She could, if she's able to just jump into somebody from Damage Control, and then just jump your way through every single person in there till you have the information you need, and then leave, and no one dies, and you never have to worry. And since they don't remember shit, they don't even remember what happened. You got all the information, and it didn't affect anybody's lives.
But then, I don't know, how quickly does she absorb all that information?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She could have just, it was pretty quick. But it also doesn't matter. She has infinite time to do it. She's not drawing any attention. She's literally just the person that's supposed to be there. It's not like they're gonna flag a fingerprint or something that she's not supposed to be here.
She jumps into Peter Parker's mind and knows everything about him. She jumps into Zendaya's mind and knows everything about her. It takes no time. Like the opening incident, why does she bother to free Scorpion? Because that's like the first part of it. She drives an APC into the prison, and then Scorpion never plays into the rest of the movie.
He appears later on and gets taken out. I guess she just thought taking control of powerful being would give her better access.
But he's not attacking. He's not attacking damage control. He's just raiding some shop. Like he's not actually going for the vault. Like
I think,
the main.
I get you what you're saying. I think that's why that early segment had me like a little bit frustrated with the movie, where it's like, okay, what's the point of this? What's the point of Scorpion? What's the point of these like little like attacks that you're staging? Like, where's this going? And like, it doesn't really come together until probably maybe a third of the way through the movie, and then it starts to like, you know, you get a better sense of what the stakes are and what's going on. But it does feel a bit fragmented when you're starting off. Mauler, you've been quiet so far. Mm-hmm. Give us your thoughts.
It's a bad movie. It's very bad.
All right, anyway, moving on.
Bloated, disjointed, nonsensical, disrespectful, if not outright malicious in its messaging regarding Jean Grey. I think she is the rotten spine to this movie that everything she touches damages significantly, to the point where I have nothing but respect for Az's assessment of the theme, but I think it is impossible for it to work with Jean Grey in this film. She just destroys everything. But that wouldn't be as bad if that were the only thing, like a broken villain. But like Punisher, as far as I'm concerned, is a retarded pussy in this film. Like he's an idiot. First of all, I'm going to take on the Hulk with a gun when he's been in the MCU for this fucking long. What the fuck? And then of course Spider-Man has to explain to him how to strategize against the Hulk. Frank Castle has to have explanations for this shit. And then he's like, I'm afraid of going against the Hulk. I'll go against the girl. I'll go shoot her. He's like, warning, she has the telepathic ability to mind control you. And he's like, don't worry about it. And then gets mind controlled immediately.
Yeah, it's like, don't get within 30 feet of her. And he's like, immediately
and then,
goes into the same room as her.
While she mind controls him, she forces him to kill 2 innocent people. And that never comes up. Never mentioned. He just gets over that instantly. And his conclusion...
shoot him in the legs?
I thought I could have sworn
right in the head.
Okay. But not to mention, right, like, I think that connects to the characters so significantly that it should absolutely have been acknowledged. But regardless, his conclusion is, fuck this woman. She's forcing everybody to kill each other. She's a nightmare. She's a monster. And now she's threatening the entire city. I'm going to set up a sniper rifle and kill her. He sets it up. And what he sees is Spider-Man and Jean Grey locked in some kind of potential mind battle. He doesn't know what's going on. So he shoots her. And Spider-Man takes... Spoilers. Spider-Man takes the bullet. And we cut to Punisher apologizing for this and crying when the character would absolutely say, I was right and you were a fucking moron to take the bullet for her.
Where do we stand on damage control? Like, are they evil?
They were
just
contrived
like an evil...
by Tony Stark in conjunction with the government. They have only been trying to do good things for the universe. The fact that they are Mengele-style torturing people is insane nonsense. And
I think in the comics, they become more and more militant to damage control.
Very
almost
frustrating.
I could at least understand Jean Grey taking out the guys who I thought were dead, but then she said something like, don't reach for your guns, and they were on the floor, and they kind of went, okay, so somehow they weren't dead. But I had a bigger problem with the guy that she just fucking walked into the street to get hit by the taxi.
No. Well, if we want to talk, I assume everyone agrees Jean Grey is just thoroughly assassinated, monstrous moron in this film. And
I don't know if she's a moron, but she's definitely evil.
She's definitely a moron. She didn't have to do all the shit she did. Why the fuck, if all you need to do is take control of Metzger to get all the information you need, just get him when he's in his fucking house. Why are you doing all this shit? Why are you taking some old lady janitor into a tank to run it into the damage control data centers and correctional facilities to release the Scorpion in order to mind control him into a data center to then hack to find out what VMAX is? What are you doing, woman?
And why did the janitor even have access to the tank? That's an even better question.
Put all that to the side. If we actually agreed all of that was necessary, why, like as just referenced, why are you walking an innocent man into the road to get hit by a car? What the fuck is that? What's the necessary part of your plan with that?
Because she loves her sister, man. Come on.
And then at the end of the film has the fucking balls to say, hey man, you're beautiful and you're loved. And you know what? Like, that's special. And Peter and the Punisher both facilitate her escaping justice. It's absolute bullshit. She should be in jail.
It would work better if she wasn't fucking killing civilians. If she was,
it would.
She was not killing civilians.
I would like you more if you weren't killing people.
And the funny part is there was actually an out. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Ash.
If her beef was solely, as it should have been, centered towards damage control, then that would have been fine. And what? Because I liked the scene at the end with Aunt May and Jean. but I say in my review, I've got my review out now. One thing I couldn't reconcile was the fact that you walked an innocent man into a taxi to get fucking pancakes.
Just to be cruel. Just to be cruel.
Yeah,
That's the only reason she did
why
it.
would you do that?
He's going to walk it off. Okay, he'll be fine.
So
Yeah,
there
like,
was
not
actually an
once-
out for them to not completely character assassinate Jean Grey. They could have just made it her clone. Madeline Pryor is her clone, and they could have just did that, and they could have still introduced Jean Grey and then been a rug pull.
Well,
Fuck with innocent people, get in their
Well, that's-
heads, use
are we
them,
good-
but don't kill them.
Yeah.
Yes.
are we potentially going to get a
Use
very
people.
different Jean Grey in this version of the MCU, where she's actually going to be a villain for the most part?
I
who
think she's
just
supposed to be good in the
occasionally
help guy now. Spider-Man's fixed her. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, leave Dark. Can we just leave Dark Phoenix alone, please?
She's already Dark Phoenix morally.
Well, I mean, yeah, she kind of started off almost morally like that, but
Yeah. What's the
But
Dark
yeah,
Phoenix
he
going to do at this
fixed
point?
her.
It's just, it's so weird that Jean is even in this. She barely has any interactions with Spider-Man in her history. I think Superman has more interactions with Spider-Man in cross promotions than she does
That's
in
true.
their own
It is-
universe.
It is
I don't
borderline
think she-
coincidental that they cross paths. It's not really anything personal.
I think, like, especially with Spider-Man, a guy who has this great cast of villains to pull from, you use a superhero from, like, the X-Men. Like, why? Like,
What do you
can
mean,
get the
dude?
Jack-
They used Tombstone was in it for 5
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Scorpion was in it
Yeah.
for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
hand
true.
was in it. The fucking hand. What the
Yeah,
hell
for
was
a
that?
Way too
Those
bloated.
guys, ancient ninja society seeking immortality, randomly as if they were cut and paste from a different mythology into the damage control building. He's like, yeah, they were just looking for some guidance, man. They were just looking for some
because
guidance.
this is such like a
Well,
go back to
he's-
Daredevil, but then it's like any normie who watches this who doesn't watch Daredevil TV show or whatever is going to be like, what the fuck is? Why do we have magical space ninjas here?
I love the
What
way
is
that the
this?
hand fought. I really like the way they
I don't-
sort of combined as a unit to fight.
I
thought
can't
that was
give
really
credit to the action scenes if they're built on absolute fucking nonsense.
Well, that's Marvel fucking up their own continuity. You know, we
Like
have the hand of
choreography,
Daredevil.
I'm fine with. I'm talking about story. Like, why the fuck are they there? It's insane.
I was
Well,
going to ask as well.
damage control aren't who they say they are. They're clearly going down a different pathway.
But they
You can't
don't-
argue
we know
that if they're public facing with the hands.
I think
Like,
the whole
remember,
di-
Metzger leaves in shame at the end. The actual damage control people are like an actual organization that's supposed to be good. The hand are just walking around the offices.
The whole
I'm sorry,
hand
this movie is
thing-
fucking retarded. I couldn't get over. I thought they were going to contextualize the hand because I've seen Daredevil. The hand are fucking interesting, cool, potentially, depending on how you fucking.
Which
execute it.
Daredevil, though? Dude,
No, no,
I was going
Of
to
course.
say it did feel like the hand were forced in there out of some
It's to get the action scenes.
unused Daredevil script that
It's to
they
get
just
the
took
action
and
scenes.
slapped
They
on
wanted the
there.
hand for that.
Well,
They
most
didn't
of the
bother.
characters are like that. Like Scorpion doesn't need to be in this. Hulk doesn't really need to be in this. It's just here to have a big action scene for most of the
don't
characters.
Scorpion doesn't even get to be in this is major action scene. He's not even Scorpion. He's mind
No.
controlled.
He gets hit with a piano in his first action scene, and in his second action scene, he's controlled by Jean Grey.
well, I can help but feel like this is a movie made for the trailer. They're like, hey, we're at a really desperate time in Marvel right now where nobody wants to, like, we've lost audience's faith completely at this point. So we just need to shove as much stuff as we can into the movie. We need to get the Hulk. We need to get the hand. We'll have Tombstone in there, Scorpion, like, list goes on. And then we all, they all have like 5 seconds of screen time.
Well,
and it's all just to get into the trailer.
It's interesting.
It's either a win-win or a lose-lose with that kind of stuff. Because if you don't bring in other characters from the universe, then you get the complaint, there's so many characters in this universe. Why do we never see Spider-Man interact with this or do this or take this character down? And so, you're kind of left with that. Well, yeah, we want to see him take on Tombstone and we want to see him take on Scorpion. They're not the focal points of this film.
Well, remember-
but we want to show that he's at grassroots. He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's doing this thing all the time. This is what he does. So yeah, you kind of get a little bit busy, and there's certainly a lot of characters. But I think we're in the era where we can't get a film with just the character in anymore. We can't get a Superman film with a Superman, for goodness sake.
But
I
the
believe you
problem,
can do this properly though, and they have precedent in the MCU, right? Civil War's prologue is Crossbones. he has a history with Cap. He fucking
Yeah.
hates him, and he's got a plot line that's going to relate to other things, collateral damage, which then plays into the Accords and all that sort of stuff. Like everything is interconnected and threaded, and he and Cap have like a seething history hatred. It's like that's good shit as far as I'm concerned. Homecoming still does the montage of saving people. You can do that in this movie. But when it comes to someone like a Tombstone, can you give us any more than he grabs him and then he's defeated? It's like, damn. Okay. Scorpion I find to be even more fascinating. The fact that people were like, Scorpions get in this movie, hit by a piano and then mind controlled. It's like bizarre to me. He has a history with Spider-Man. Like in Homecoming, you can use it.
Yeah, I just saw him like he was generic henchman villain. Like I never really got anything more from him than that.
He's such an awesome actor too.
Well, Hulk was a strange choice in this movie because there's points where like he's fighting Peter, and Peter just tanks a full-on punch to the face from the Hulk, and he's okay. Like I don't know what his power level is.
Yeah, he slams him like twice.
I guess it can vary, but like that is like superhuman levels of endurance to be able to tank a punch to the face from the Hulk.
It's the same problem a lot of things have with Superman. He's so strong that writers don't even know how to comprehend it, so they just like, oh, he punches him and he survives.
Well, Spider-Man's always pulling his punches. He's
no. We're talking about the Hulk.
But then it's like if he can survive a punch from the Hulk or multiple punches and getting slammed by him and stuff, like what chance does the Hand have against him?
Zero.
Exactly.
Pretty much everybody
I get what
has
you're
zero
saying. Yeah, I get what
chance.
you're saying.
I thought like
Spider-Man is.
Oh, sorry. go ahead.
Spider-Man is supposed to be incredibly like athletic. He's got tons of agility. Like the whole thing would be the Hulk would have a hard time catching him. But as you said, the Hulk grabs him and slams him to the ground like he did with Loki, and he's fine. Like Loki was like in a crater going, like
That's
just couldn't
true.
breathe.
And he's
People are saying
he's
here, like,
a god
apparently-
level character.
Yeah, apparently it's accurate. This is lore accurate, taking a punch for Spidey for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
Christ, he is
he's
superhuman
always
levels of
holding back.
power then.
That's one thing about because there's this whole thing where he like absolutely I think beats the shite out of Kingpin once, and he literally just says to Kingpin, every fucking time I do this, I'm holding back. I could fucking crush you
But
in a second.
as we were talking
Is
about him tanking Hulk's punches, Spidey tanking Hulk.
Yeah, I'm talking about the comics and Spider-Man's power levels.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man's power level in the comics, he talks to Kingpin about
Is he
how
as strong as Loki?
he's always pulling his punches, and if he wanted to, he could fucking do Kingpin like that. And that's his sort of mercy. That's my mercy to you. Is the fact that I always pull him back. So taking stuff from Hulk in this, you could believe. I mean, he wasn't
Yeah, I don't mind
winning per se. He was taking a beating.
No, but then-
along the way.
It's having your cake and eating it too, right? Because I agree. Like Spider-Man is ridiculously powerful. However, then you have to be careful because everything scales. So it's like Spider-Man, if he's on the level that he can tank Hulk more so than a god, then he probably shouldn't be having much trouble with the Hand
Yeah, like the
Or-
Hand
or
beats him up. I
Scorpion.
guess it's
or
Yeah.
Scorpion.
I think the funniest part about the whole Hulk fight was when the Hulk smashes him to the ground. He's like, "I'm Peter, I'm your friend," and then like the Hulk starts like freaking out. It's like these two don't know each other at all.
I was actually going to
Yeah.
ask, like,
I'm like,
as
what?
someone who's seen
I
the
didn't
MCU, I'm not even sure
Yeah.
what they're referencing. Have they had a scene together?
No, they haven't. That's the whole thing.
No.
Like even if they did, his memory's wiped. But even before that, they never had a relationship because
No,
they
he
just
saw
haven't.
his eye through the mask, and I think it was Professor Banner recognizing the eye from the kid that came to him, and he sort of put for one moment he sort of put two and two together. This is the kid that came to me about.
I think it's
surprising.
strange.
You mean the
it's
one?
strange.
You mean the one
It's
who
really-
lied about his name and said his
I
name was
also think that's
Ned
just-
instead of Peter?
I think
that's
it's
really
really
fucking
dialogue
lucky
to
for
use.
Savage Hulk being like dormant for what could be like 8 years. He's finally out and he gets stopped by that. I thought I was really hoping Spider-Man would outsmart the Hulk, not he would have to just beg him to stop. I was like, oh, okay.
another thing.
There's no
about the Hulk-
ScarJo to hold his hand in this one anymore.
Nope.
So. And
Well, the
Elena's
problem with
busy
real low,
taking
big
saunas.
guy.
Like Yelena is sitting there in a fucking sauna going, "We deal with big potatoes. What's bigger than the fucking Hulk running around
dude.
smashing buildings?"
Oh,
She couldn't
Reba, don't
give
even
a
get me
fuck.
started.
Yeah,
But she's
that was
the worst
brutal.
thing she's the worst thing in the film. By the way.
She's actually been, I think Jean's worse, but Yelena's been
really?
assassinated as well. With the 1 minute of fucking time they get her, she finds out that the Department of Damage Control, which is in association with like the New Avengers, because it's all governmental institutions and stuff, she says They are capturing people. They're experimenting on them, and it involves mind control. Basically, 1-to-1 with the Red Room and everything of trauma in her whole life for the vast majority of her life. And she's like, "Yeah, Spider-Man, you take care of it." Like,
Small potatoes.
no,
Keep
she would
saying.
fucking care immensely about this personally, but then also they're blowing up buildings, releasing all kinds of criminals, and then eventually they fucking freeze all of the citizens of New York. You know,
Yeah.
it's one thing to be like, look, it's its own movie. We don't want to involve everybody. It's complicated. It's difficult contracts, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, but this movie invites it. She's like, hello, the new Avengers will not help you. Like, why? Because
I have
it's
such a
small
bone to pick
potatoes.
about.
I think that's an indictment of like how shit this franchise is now, where it's like I don't even know what the new Avengers is.
You
Like,
saw him
who's
in the
even part
Doomsday
of it?
trailer, bro. It's Red Guardian, John Walker.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
they have-
the fact that
yeah.
both her scenes were in the
Sauna.
sauna, to me, this felt like it was shoehorned in at the last minute to try and give some relevance to the new Avengers. You take this out,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
film doesn't change in the slightest. It hasn't added anything, and I think they're desperate. Again, they're desperate to make Yelena something, the leader of the new Avengers, and she's not. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, they
I-
were pushing
I-
it more and more and more. And I agree that it doesn't add anything, but I do agree, like, it takes away. I think Chris was saying this earlier, right? But, like, we go, the end of No Way Home is like a powerful, yet, like, lonely, penniless, desperate Spider-Man. You know, jokes aside, that's where we want him to be. And then he's got a police radio and a sewing machine, and he's made his costume. It's like, all right, we are down to the bottom level. Here we go. When we jump to this film, we've skipped the movie we actually would have wanted to see, him fighting all of like iconic villains himself and everything, to he's taking orders from a detective whenever he's not taking orders from a fucking Yelena in a bathtub,
Yes.
whenever he's not taking orders from the Department of Damage Control, Metzger, and that's when he's not having his fucking AI explain everything to him throughout like half this movie. I was getting so mind numbed with his AI. I was like, Peter, your senses are overloading. When he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
blah, 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 and everything's yeah,
It's very much like
got
we
it.
have to get to the point really quickly for the dummies in the audience.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
really sad because I thought this was it. I thought we'd done the child trilogy. He's an adult. He's alone. He's poor, but now he's fucking rich as shit. He's got his high-tech 3D printer, his massively mind-blowing AI that can scan his biology and create like gene editing fucking tech that can inhibit the Hulk and Jean Grey. He can create a
Yeah.
device that takes the powers away from Jean Grey and the Hulk.
Oh,
Well, going back
technology
to-
is a
and
big
he can
problem with
afford
this
an
film.
apartment in New York without a job. It's crazy. It's
I mean, it just
amazing.
made me miss Peter Parker figuring shit out for himself and then getting yelled at and dressed down by J. Jonah Jameson. That character, I think, is missed. And that the humor of
It
J.K.
is-
Simmons is missed.
Yeah.
You know, and we replace it with bland DEI characters shoehorned in, like the cop, like the head of damage control, like Yelena. So it's just bloated. It's way bloated, overblown. But what I'm so surprised about, everyone loves it. The reviews are over the moon positive. How is this like? It happened with the Odyssey. It's happened with this movie. Where's the
Chris,
disconnect?
this will dissipate. I've seen it a bazillion times with Spider-Man movies. They come out, they explode, everyone's extremely happy, and then it'll take maybe a month before you'll start seeing loads of posts saying like that was shit. The biggest one was No Way Home. Everyone went crazy with No Way Home, and nowadays everyone thinks No Way Home's absolute shit.
I still like parts.
I don't think No Way Home shit. I think it's
I don't
fun
think
film.
No Way Home is shit.
I
but you'll
like
just check out viral posts about No Way Home online. All of them make fun of the fact that it looks completely flat, like filmed in a green screen, that it's built for audiences to clap. It's not got any storytelling
they-
sort of stuff in it.
Do they do that because this film's coming out, so they shit on that film to hype this one up? Because I've seen a lot of
100%.
that.
John Watts is getting fucking skewered as like the reason Spider-Man has been shit for years, and the Daniel Destin Cretton is saving Spider-Man, which is a joke to me.
I've seen some go, this is the best Spider-Man film in 20 years. Like, basically, Spider-Man 2 is better.
Yeah,
This
for me,
isn't
that's not
Spider-Man 2.
No, and for me,
You're
it
never
wasn't really
going. You're never going to beat Spider-Man 2.
it wasn't a patch even on No Way Home. Like, this is not
No.
as good as that. Like, because the emotional stakes weren't there. That had some poignant moments. This didn't have any moments where I was like moved by it or anything. It came close maybe once, like Peter's longing for MJ and like his moments with Ned where he's trying to reconnect, but like it never really gets to the same level.
He's such a bland version of this character, but after I saw the film, I had to have a palate cleanser and rewatch Toby
Odyssey.
Spider-Man. And no, not Odyssey. The Toby Spider-Man.
That'll
Those
bleach all your
movies-
emotions out of you.
Those movies are so focused. Like, there's not a wasted line, a wasted scene. Where it gets bloated is Spider-Man 3. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the other things missing, heroism was a big part of it, sacrifice, longing, romance, and even patriotism and religion. Aunt May went to church. Those movies stand out like they were made in a completely other era. It's so bizarre. It wasn't
Well,
that
they
long.
were,
They
Chris.
were, yeah.
I mean, they were, yeah, true.
Yeah. So
I'll
someone
go-
in chat just asked me there, like, where did the Hulk plot go? And I thought that's a really good. Oh, there it is. Good question. It just stops. Like he gets
Yeah.
airlifted
Yeah.
out.
He
After
just
the
falls out of the
yeah.
window.
like he just gets taken away in an ambulance and then he gets never mentioned again.
But no, he does. They say he's incarcerated. He's currently
Oh, okay,
incarcerated.
that's
It's honestly my thing. I just thought it was fucking gross. So you take this guy who I don't even like the fucking Hulk in the MCU. He's annoying and Mark Ruffalo's a prick. But at the same time, I respect my concept of Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Like so. This guy who's trying to live a normal life teaching people, she grabs his mind first and foremost. So that means she gets the full length of his whole life and she decides to still do this to him because she's a fucking monster. So then he, against his will, is causing all kinds of chaos. May very well have killed somebody with what happens with the building. We don't know. And then he's doesn't know what's going on because of the nature of the mind control and the nature of the Hulk. He's panicking as they take him away in the hospital. And we find out on a fucking passing thought, oh, he's incarcerated and he's on his way to a psychiatric hospital where they'll try and discover what made him snap. And I was like, and then you have Ned going, oh, that's so sad. When it's like, Peter, Frank, you guys gonna do anything about this? Like that's a friend, that's a hero, and you know exactly why he snapped. It was Jean.
Yeah, the treatment of Jean Grey feels like Falcon and the Winter Soldier with the terrorists. It feels
It's
like he just
bullshit.
makes excuses after excuses for her, going, "You're not a murderer, Jean," even though she's murdered like 15 people at this point. Like
Well,
she
God,
is
I
an
hate her.
absolute piece of
Technically,
shit.
they've all committed suicide.
Well, going back to the standing on people's shoulders and stuff, like crapping on something to make something else look great. That was like Yelena's whole scene. She's like, your small potatoes were big potatoes. I thought the irony of that entire interactions has so many levels to it. First of all, she's not been around. Like Spider-Man's been around way longer than her, so she's not been doing anything to save the
Projection.
world while he is. And then second of all, he's actually individually stronger than her entire team if you exempt Sentry. Like he could fight the entire Avengers and defeat them.
It is
and he
funny
can fight the
idea.
Hulk.
They all
I
turn
feel
up
like
to
she
help
should
and she just nukes them all instantly. And we're like, oh, fuck.
I kind of feel like she probably should have treated him with a bit more wariness and respect
dude.
because he
Yeah.
is dangerous as fuck around her. And if it came to a fight between the two, he would annihilate her in seconds.
Literally a second. Like she'd be a
Again,
goon
it's
to him.
this reason to try and, for some reason, push Yelena. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's bought into it. Nobody cares. But they're persisting, and it. Luckily, I think Tom Holland is too good to be brought down by this. But in the same instance, it's Marvel just not learning from any of the mistakes.
I
Well,
did like
Spider-Man's
this
always going to be weighed down by Zendaya and Ned. Until those two finally go, Spider-Man can actually grow into the major character he's supposed
They
to
should
be.
have been in the movie. as far as I'm
Zendaya
concerned.
wasn't exactly stretching herself in this one. I like
I
that's
actually, thought
probably.
she, I actually thought she showed a little bit more, but
Yeah.
it's not that hard to show a little bit more than nothing.
I would say she showed more in No Way Home than this. Like in No Way Home, I
Agreed.
actually quite liked her, but like here, she's pretty flat.
I like the mind control scene. I thought she did well there, and I actually really
Yeah.
enjoyed the interaction with
I-
them in the
I'll give her
boat where
compliments
she
where it's
finds the
due.
letter.
I did because I've seen her in enough stuff to know that in that mind control scene, she came across. I'd be interested if there's like a behind the scenes of she was trying to replicate Sadie Sink's acting because she did kind of come across like she was doing that, which credit where it's
Well,
due.
because Bernthal does that as well a little bit when he's
Yeah.
Yes,
controlled.
that's very
And
fun.
it's quite funny when he's acting all like feminine.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck, Peter.
Yeah,
But yeah,
good-
like
good
Sadie
chuckle
Sink,
at that.
I don't know, man. Like I like her a hell of a lot more than I like Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, but holy fuck, I don't think she's got an immense acting range. I think she basically knows how to play Max, and that's kind of it.
It is kind of Max, yeah.
Because I've said before, like when she's talking to people as Max, and kind of the same here, she always talks to them like she's explaining things to an idiot. And it's like it's the same way here. Like she's got that same mannerism about her, and
the kidnapping scene was so hilarious. You find out that Damage Control have their records on file. They know their telepaths and they know their sisters. They are sort of tailing them such that they get them in a public open space and then hit her with a trank that's not instant acting and then approach her. It's like, so she'll mind control you guys. That's a horrible plan. That's what's gonna happen. But they also don't realize the girl she was sitting with then stands up and yells, Sarah! And they're like, oh, that's probably the other one. But no, she gets away slowly, by the way. I couldn't fucking believe that. I was like, why would you kidnap her in broad daylight in public, you fucking morons?
I absolutely hear what you're saying. The reason why I think they got away with that is they do make a point to say that you're red-haired, they're kind of like the rest of us are blonde, so you're sort of like the odd family member out, and so I think that was what they were trying to do with that. Might be giving them a bit of credit for that, but I think that's what they were trying to.
From the orphanage. They got them on record.
Yeah.
They know everything about them, so they know she's
observing her.
If anything, that would make her more notable, right? That she has red hair.
Plus, they're literally sitting on a bench together, practicing their powers in a public park. It's very easy to see who.
Which, for the record, the movie plays that as wholesome. They are just randomly raping people's minds. Fuck you, piece of shit.
Yeah,
go to jail. Punisher was right.
I'm actually surprised they didn't race swap her since she's a redhead, but like, well, thankful for small mercies, I guess.
Well, she was evil, that's why.
Well, yeah,
that's true.
If you're mind raping, it's fine.
Yeah.
For that scene to work, you have to assume that Damage Control just showed up and did nothing to observe her like movements at all. When they were just like, yeah, let's just roll up. She's in the park, grab her. Don't observe her beforehand. Don't see what she's doing. Don't see who she's talking to.
It's all stupid.
Doesn't she copy what Wanda does? Doesn't she? At the end of the film, she freezes everyone in a bubble where they can't move, just like Wanda did to that village. Like Zendaya is starting to cry from how much torture she's under.
Yeah, and Punisher just happens to be a couple meters outside of it, luckily. So it's like fucking
because they like their mind rape in Marvel, okay?
This is what I was going to ask you guys, like, because the bubble was expanding as far as I could tell. Like, so did he fire just as a last resort? Like, I'm going to lose the ability to control myself.
He was right to fire. I would back him 100%. You should have fired another bullet the second it got taken by Spider-Man. You should have kept going.
So basically, you're in favor of murdering women, Mauler. Okay,
100%. Get them out.
Yeah, if
somebody get these
women
out of here.
To move, he would have to either move back or he would be froze himself. So he had to make a decision, and he chose to take the shot, which is what the Punisher. In all fairness to the Punisher, it's what he said he was going to do the whole film.
And
if I get a chance, I'm going to take it down.
He did nothing wrong, and he cried for it. It was pathetic.
I think he's I don't want to see a Punisher cry ever. But he was more. He wasn't concerned that he missed her. He was concerned that he hit Peter.
No, he was concerned he'd made the wrong decision. He said he was wrong. He shouldn't have done what he did when he absolutely should have. And that Peter taking the bullet was a fucking stupid move from Punisher's perspective. There's nothing that Peter could tell the Punisher that would convince him, much like Daredevil couldn't, that taking the bullet for that murdering psychopathic harridan was worth it.
Well, he just has this line afterwards where he's like, "Oh, she's actually."
I know that's a doozy.
To be fair, Punisher does say, "No,
wait."
He does his iconic mooing at the Hulk when shooting him.
Yeah. It's so funny seeing these different interpretations of the Punisher. Like, you compare that to when he was in his own TV show. I mean, the good one, not like the shitty remake that we got Reborn or whatever. Like how wildly different they are in temperament, violence levels, personality.
Did anyone see One Last Kill? Did anyone see that?
Yeah,
I did.
Is it any good? Is it horrible?
No, not really.
I saw the clip of him falling onto the box and just
everyone saw that.
Well, to build off of Mahler's point, like when he apologizes, he explains like really quickly that Jean Grey's okay, she kept him alive, and like so did they have a conversation afterwards? Like, did she somehow contact Frank and explain everything to him for him to have this complete revelation about her character. Like
We cut
he
all
talks
that
about her like
for
they
her.
Couldn't
met.
explain.
Yeah, it just happens off
couldn't
screen.
Probably mind raped him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe he was into that kind of thing. As
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah, he's a
How
bit
does
lonely,
she-
is Frank.
He's
you
a
know?
dark man. Okay, he's a dark character.
How does she fit in the X-Men going forward? Because you've got Scott and Magneto all from the previous X-Men movies. Is she just not? Are they going to be like? How come Jean Grey's like 20?
Well, all
and
the X-Men are getting
different?
recast.
And yeah, like the X-Men that we're going to see in Doomsday are from a different dimension
But will
or different timeline.
Jean
or
Grey
whatever.
be in this?
She'll be
mean-
in Doomsday, I reckon.
I hope
Oh,
so.
yeah,
I
but
think
it's not-
he's saying which Jean Grey.
Famke,
Oh,
Famke
Yeah, I think
Janssen.
she's now going to be Jean Grey going forward. Yeah.
It's
Probably do like
just
a
mess.
passing the
It just
torch,
shows you
right?
how much of a mess it is.
Are
That
they
have to-
bringing Famke Janssen's version back?
No,
Didn't she
she's
have a
not.
whole thing
she's
where they
not.
said she was pissed off they didn't bring her back? Wasn't that there was a whole?
Well,
true.
don't fuck your face up with plastic surgery and make yourself look like a fucking freak.
I mean, she is like 60 or something. Give
Yeah,
her a break.
but Frankie Janssen, she's a gorgeous fucking woman. If she hadn't touched her fucking face, she would have aged gracefully and beautifully.
Did you call her Frankie Janssen there?
I said what I said.
Okay, that's fine.
Listen, as has a history, okay?
Yeah, but I
It all
think
gets very confusing, drinker. All right.
All right, yeah.
I do think they're
Gotta be
setting up
flexible.
the next phase of Marvel because the multiverse saga will end with Secret Wars, and they're
Yes.
setting up the mutant saga is next. From what I hear.
Will anyone be around to care?
No, I
True.
don't.
Well, you heard Wonder Man season 2 was canceled.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it happened like
no.
an hour ago.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was renewed into cancel. It was renewed in March, and then they told all the writers for the show, "We're releasing you, and good luck finding other work." I was like, "Wait, what? That's how you renew a show?" And now a few months later, they go, "Oh, by the way, that it's like what's it called? The Watchmen series. We're renewing it for a season 2, but we ain't gonna do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Watchmen, like, people talked about it for all the wrong reasons because it was absolute dog shit, awful. But they talked about. No one talked about Wonder Man. It came and went like it never even happened.
Yeah, 'cause it was a Hollywood wet dream. It was about them. It was about Hollywood. That's all it's about. It had nothing to do with.
Did anyone watch it? Did it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Episodes.
I didn't even know it was out.
Was
I
it
have
good?
to-
Was it
It was
bad?
Hollywood. The plot of Wonder Man was Hollywood saying actors are very important. We're the most important things to ever exist, and everybody needs us. That was literally the plot of the show.
I have to make you all aware of this, okay? It's Discussing Fish, which is a hilarious fucking account. You should follow it. There are 2
It's good, yeah.
sentences. I'm going to read both of them, but I'm going to stop between them because you're probably going to laugh your ass off, okay? So first sentence. Kevin Feige was asked to explain the false renewal and cancellation of Wonder Man in a way that did not sound racist. Second sentence. He reportedly took out a gun and shot himself before the question could be answered.
Discussing Fish is great because they broke the
Yeah.
news that Eternals 2 was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I legit fell for it for about
Yeah.
20 seconds. Like, oh
Same.
shit, Eternals 2.
Yeah,
It's
they
going to
gonna
save
be-
so many lives.
Are they going to be in Doomsday? The Eternals?
Probably not.
Let's not worry about them too much.
Yeah, are they just gone? Are they just not in the
Probably,
story anymore?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well, as Kit Harington as the Black Knight, he saw his girlfriend just get yanked up by a Celestial, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" And that's the last time we see him.
we need to like have a compilation of all the abandoned characters and plot threads in the MCU because honestly, I think it would go on for hours. There's been so much shit that they've set up and never done anything with.
Well, you never
It's
know. They could do like
incredible.
a decade later, they'll do a Hulk 4 movie pretty much, but with writing off another character like they did with
Wait,
Captain
doesn't he-
America.
Doesn't Hulk have a son, Scar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was in this movie. You can see
Where
it
the
in the
fuck did he
movie.
go?
Apparently,
Yeah.
when Peter goes to speak to him at his desk at the university, there's a picture of Scar on his desk and it's just a freeze frame from She-Hulk, which you can criticize that all you want. Personally, I find it hilarious.
Are we ever going to see She-Hulk in Doomsday or Secret Wars?
No.
Funnily enough, no.
No,
Uh, Brilliant.
They're just going to
No
pretend that one
She-Hulk.
didn't happen.
No Captain Marvel. It's just, what are they doing, man? It's brutal.
Oh, Captain Marvel's not going to be in it.
no,
I don't think so, no.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They
didn't
are
she
just
not
kind
renew
of.
her contract?
Oh, wow. They're just cutting them out. That's so funny.
I
didn't know
think
that.
they're just
Shang-Chi's going to be there, so you.
Didn't Monica Rambeau in the Marvels too? Didn't she end up in the X-Men universe with like
Yes.
a CGI? So she should technically be at the beginning of this fighting Shang-Chi.
Well, there should be
Yeah,
there should be an incursion on her universe because of her
Yeah.
presence there, which there
Yeah.
won't
It's
be
such a mess.
because nobody gives a fuck about her. So there you go.
Even the universe itself doesn't give a fuck about her presence. Shall we do an incursion? Nah, who fucking
Nah.
cares about Monica Rambeau?
As you would say, you'd be right.
I'd be all right.
Out of all the complaints for this movie, though, I'm really glad that there's no multiverse stuff in it. It was really nice to see that. Just apparently that was the initial idea, and Tom Holland didn't like it.
Which is
That's
ironic because I think No Way Home is better and it has loads of multiverse bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then the multiverse bullshit only works because it's like they brought back a bunch of like keys to Django.
They
in
brought them
front of
back,
us.
but
Yeah.
they treated them with respect, which
Yes.
no other fucking property has done on this concept, basically.
When it started, I was quite invested in the whole like it feels like it's trying to be low level, right? It feels like it's like, you know, New York based stuff like gangsters and all that sort of thing, and like enemies like Scorpion who are not like multiversal gods or whatever. But then by the time you get to the end, it's like, yeah, you've got Jean Grey who can possess half the city, and there's like a giant bubble of like fucking unreality taking over everything. Yeah, it was verging into like just typical Marvel territory of like, well, we got to have like a world-ending threat almost. And yeah, it's a shame because I like the idea of Spider-Man just tackling Spider-Man level threats. That's where I think he should be. That would have been nice.
Well, we said after Endgame, this is what you should have done. You should have had like Daredevil and Spider-Man, a lot of street level villains to ground down where we were. But now we've just gone to like multiverse, and Doom's going to be like the god of everything. Like we've gone way further than Thanos.
Yeah. Let's answer a couple of super chats as we go here before we move on, because there's a lot here. Die Hard movie reviews. Hail to the bar, long time listener, first time super chat. Oh man, my dog of 14 years passed away this week.
Oh,
We listened to Open Bar regularly. His name was McLean. He was the goodest dog and my best friend. I will miss him. Cheers. I'm sorry, man. I mean, if nothing else, like 14 years is a good age for a doggo.
Yeah,
And
man.
you gave him the best time, the best life that you possibly could. So here's to McLean.
and all dogs go to
Cheers.
heaven, dude. So
Absolutely.
it's noted.
Mixed on Brand New Day. Peter has a bat cave, AI helper, and reports to a police chief. Why is this in a Spider-Man film? PMC
Bingo.
style org who repurposed villain tech. Too many characters and could be an hour shorter. The action's good.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, I would
agree
agree
with
with
that
this general
review.
sentiment there. Yeah, it could have been shorter. There's probably too many characters in it.
Yeah, I think you
kind
could
of
shave
funny
about
when they
15,
were doing
shave about
the
15
whole-
minutes off that film.
the whole spider, we'll call it the spider cave. It's basically there's this chick who's like, oh, we're living on the same floor, like she's down to fuck, and he's just like, nope, gotta get out of here immediately. I gotta go up to this shitty attic and start. I was like, well, why? It's not like she was like, oh, you look familiar, you look like Spider-Man. She just was like, oh, we live here together.
Yeah,
It
he's
was so
pining
weird.
for MJ, dude. By the way,
Yeah.
I did laugh when he's in the fucking lift with her later on when he comes back and he has to steal the clothes and she's like looking at him and she looks back and goes, are you wearing my clothes?
Yeah, that was funny. The
It's
juicy
like
thing was awesome.
It's like the tightest crop top vest he's
Yeah.
got.
It's like that dude from fucking Scary Movie. Do I look gayness? No. What about now?
being that the director for this movie did The Woman King and is doing a James Gunn by basically rehashing it with this movie, I'm on Tommy Adayeme's side. It'll definitely be interesting when the full story comes out. The Woman King, man. Yeah, that was a dog shit movie.
Is he talking about the Children of Blood or something, that African one?
Let's see.
I think you're right. I think that is the case.
Let's see. So, Woman King. Yeah, so the director was Gina Prince Blythewood. Yeah, let's see what she's got coming up. Yeah, oh yeah, so that's Children of Blood and Bone. So that, I'll save that for a little bit later, but we will come back to that one because, yeah, we're going to talk about that one for sure. Let me bring this up. Yes. Masters of the Universe had great themes about positive masculinity, restraint, and using power for good. It has more heart than all of the Marvel films put together. It was fun. I enjoyed Masters of the Universe. It was very, very campy and goofy at times, which was exactly what it was setting out to be. But I think overall, its heart was in the right place. It was an okay movie. Just absolutely fucking flopped at the box office. Shame, really. Apparently, it's doing okay on streaming. So there's that.
It went straight to free streaming because it was Prime. So it was already, as long as you had Amazon, you could watch it. So that's probably why.
Yeah, if the Lanterns are space cops, I have 3 questions. 1, what happened to Baby Fark McGeezax? 2, where's the space cache? And 3, what happened to Finland? I don't think we'll ever get answers to any of those questions, sadly.
Well, the space. No, question number 2, I could probably answer for you. The space cache is all held by the Guardians on Oa. So there you go. They've got all the green space cache.
Nice.
But you got to make your own uniforms.
Good afternoon, guys. Mauler, I put up a draft of Every Frame a Tug screen in my post area and F my channel, but it's still a work in progress. Drinker, I still have my Spider Simp song parody up. Please give it a look, folks. Well, if you insist, I
Every
guess
Frame a
he's
Tug.
simping
My
after
God.
MJ.
Eat that. Eat that.
Is it a Sydney Sweeney film?
In fact, well, I mean, we can make it work.
His keyboard must be glued shut.
He goes through about 3 new ones a month. Drinker and Mugleshi, 2 things. First, Drinker, have you ever thought about reviewing alcoholic drinks? No, but I thought about doing videos where I mix up cocktails from movies. Maybe one day I'll do that, and then I'll drink them and review them. And Molly, have you ever seen In Praise of Shadows video on The Hills Have Eyes? It's hilarious in the worst way.
I have heard that's like from 2 years ago. Something. I think in the middle of reviewing The Hills Have Eyes, they just start talking about, I think, the politics of it, and then they go on like a hyper deranged lefty rant about. I think I could be wrong, but they're like a psychopath. I think they even defend.
Aren't most lefty rants that way?
They defend the hillbillies. I think that might be that video. Chat will know, but I remember hearing things about this video.
Wow. That seems like a leftist position, actually. You know, hear them out. Okay, the mutated cannibal zombie monsters are actually the good guys of this.
It's their land, okay?
It's the same fucking idiots that side with the bugs in Starship Troopers. Like, no, they deserve to be annihilated.
It was a false flag, Drinker. It was a false flag. The bugs are innocent. Leave them alone.
Fuck you, sympathizing with the bugs. That's an act of high treason right there. I smell heresy in the air.
You're not doing your part.
For the love of God, Marvel, please stop with Yelena. She has been shoved down our throats more than she was down Cillian Murphy's in Oppenheimer. Let John Walker have some spotlight for once. It's so funny they teased us with the prospect of a topless fuck's her name?
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh, yeah, I totally blanked on her name there. And it's like
that just shows you everything you need to know. You blanked on her name before.
There's nothing to see there. We've seen Oppenheimer. We know what's there. It's not impressive. Sydney Sweeney in a hot tub, like, we can go there. Then we can talk.
Yeah, but she'd be floating. Like, you'd see a line on her back as the 2 flotation devices just pick her up.
I was gonna say, like they would have to do some CGI magic with that, because those things would be like floating like up there. Like,
I don't think Spider-Man would hesitate at all.
Yeah.
He would be
I'm
hesitating.
prepared to find out.
First in.
if Sydney Sweeney's up for it. I'm prepared to find out.
Well, we have to do this scientifically and test it, I think.
Right?
Get me a hot tub. Drinker and friends, what are your thoughts on Saltburn? My roommate thinks it's amazing. I think it is bad pacing, wasted characters, shock value for the sake of shock value, and a nonsensical plot twist. Settle the debate.
Who here has seen it?
Oh,
Never
I've
saw it.
Seen Saltburn? I don't know.
I
This is a
didn't
great
like
debate,
it.
guys. We're
Yeah, good stuff. We did it.
We're like crushing this one.
It's a bad movie. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
Yeah, there's actually a guy. What's his name? There's a really good video essay you can find on YouTube. I'm sure there's a million of them, but there's some really bad directional problems with that movie where they hop into different plot lines, and I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, it's not a good movie. Sorry, I should stop ranting. I don't want to spoil the film.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
Great
if it's not a
rant.
good movie, spoil the shit out of it.
Not
Who
good.
cares if it sucks? Like, what are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
trying to hide? What
Don't worry about it. It's
treasure
an
are you
old
trying to
movie as
protect?
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, there's like a really big twist with the main character where it's revealed that he's been lying the whole time and that his parents are actually alive. He told everyone that he was an orphan, and he's trying to make people feel guilty to take him in. And it's revealed that he's had a fine home life. He's a suburban kid. He's well off, and I can't remember the actor's name. He's from that crappy Euphoria show.
He played
Big guy.
Joker in
Zendaya.
The Batman.
The big guy. Anyway, so
Barry Keoghan?
the main characters find
Yeah.
out that he's been lying the entire time, and they don't kick him out of the mansion for some reason. Like, they just let him stay, and then he ends up murdering all of them. But like, as soon as they find out he's lying, they should be like, "Yeah, get out of my house! Like, you've been lying
Yeah,
to
so it
our
wasn't a
entire
great-
family."
Yeah. Not a
This
great
is
choice
making
on
us-
their part. So it's a shit movie then overall.
Yeah, I don't think it's very good. Yeah, it's the talented Mr. Ripley is probably a better watch. It's the same film.
Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, Mauler, asking for advice, thinking of making a long man series on how Hollywood is beginning to rewrite history through movies. How do you stay motivated with editing and writing scripts, and what's the best way of avoiding copyright using clips?
Break everything up into smaller parts and make note of your progress. I say this, it like applies to fucking weight loss or strength training. Like, make sure you see your incremental progress, otherwise you'll start believing you'll never finish. Once you can see, like, oh, like Drinker, how many times did I update you with my Outlaws video across 14 months?
More times than I wanted, interestingly.
There you go. But it was like, look what happened last time, and look at it now, and you're like, oh yeah, it's going along, a fucking 20-hour video. Okay. But that plus trying to break up the different forms, so like go from writing to editing to scripting, whatever, to editing visuals, editing music. Try and change the job every once in a while to keep yourself sane. Listen to music while you're doing it. You can always redraft if you've missed something while listening to music. This is okay. And then best way to avoid copyright, just keep switching the clips, man.
Yeah.
It can be tough out there. YouTube's a prick.
Use a filter. Just put a filter over stuff. There
And
you go. Done.
it depends on the studio as well. Like, some of them are pretty laid back about it. Disney, weirdly, are quite good. So anything under their umbrella is fine. Warner Brothers are absolute cunts. Universal
Netflix
are
too.
pretty bad as well. Yeah.
Aren't there other editing tricks like flopping the image or
That
Yeah.
used to be better.
pushing
Now it's
in
not as
and go-
good.
go- you know,
Rotate it a few degrees.
rotate it
and
a little bit or change the speed?
I
You
keep
can.
I do long form videos. I do like hour long stuff, and I keep my clips under 5 seconds sometimes or 7 seconds, and I've never
Yeah.
had a problem.
I just slap a big middle finger on top of it, and that works good enough for me. So
Yeah. There's ways to get around it, I think. But most of the time, actually, when you get a copyright claim, you can fight it, and if you appeal it, it'll probably get rescinded. So it's just a question of time, really. Like, it can sometimes make you wait the full 30 days before they answer it. In which case, you have to wait a bit of time for like the whole thing to get resolved and whatever revenue you've made from it to come through. But it will eventually get done. There's very few times where they'll actually push it to like, no, we're going to take you to fucking court over this one. They won't do it. It's just to waste your time. That's what they're gambling on. They think that you won't make the effort. Yeah, this is referring to Spider-Man. Way too bloated, too many character threads that go nowhere. Why is Scorpion even here? Most of my group didn't even know who Yelena was. My 12-year-old even asked, why didn't she just jump into Metzer?
Oh.
And I couldn't ask.
Even a 12-year-old's asking. This is what I mean. The whole movie doesn't need to happen. It's so I was baffled because I was just like, there's a lot of collateral. You remember when she says like, "Hey, Spidey, you never found out what was in the tank," and it cuts to the bomb. Why the fuck did you put a bomb in the tank in the department? What the fuck?
She wasn't just an outright murderer then. So
lucky it was on a timer, and lucky it gave time for everyone to get clear of it, and it didn't just detonate when the tank was still driving through the street.
Well, and that's the thing, right, Dringer? In a conversation about consequences, like, yeah, okay, maybe nobody died because they showed everyone running away. But like on her end, she couldn't have known that people would escape. You know, so as far as she was concerned, she was happy to just blow up a bunch of innocent people, which fuck her, man. I hate her.
Why didn't she never tell
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man?
Didn't go into the tank, though, isn't it? It's a bit silly. The soldiers didn't go into the tank. Wouldn't that
would
old
be stupid
woman?
as well.
There
Yeah.
could be more. So wouldn't they be sweeping it?
Well, on this power scaling issue as well, like we're talking about him taking on the Hulk and everything. Why didn't he just stand in front of the tank and catch it? Like surely he could pick it up, like and like stop it from moving if he just got in front of it.
I mean,
Didn't he try that?
Spider-Man-
He tried to like web it, pull it back, and it didn't work.
No, but why does he just get in front of it and like pick it up?
I mean, have you ever been hit by a tank? I don't care how powerful you are; it still sucks.
He takes a hit
he's
from
not
a Hulk.
Spider-Man. He's generation offended. That's a different guy.
I could take the tank, guys. Don't worry. I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Why didn't Jean just tell Spider-Man that they've got a sister?
Oh, fuck, I completely forgot. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when Jean finds out that Spider-Man's in her way, she decides to confront him and basically say, "Ha ha ha, I found your apartment. Look at you, insecure little loser on your
I'm
own.
going to
gonna
kill
get
your
girlfriend and kill her."
girlfriend.
When all she had to say was, "Hey, Spider-Man, you're like a hero. You save people. You're a good person. The damage control people, they kidnapped my sister and I think they're torturing her."
Well,
And Spider-Man's
Exactly.
like, "Oh shit, that's terrible. I actually have connections where I can save her. So this is great."
We didn't even make fun of the VMAX stuff, by the way. We completely.
Oh, that was
missed
that
that was the
VMAX
dumbest reveal I've seen ever. I think.
No. It was dumber when they did the same thing in a movie called Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Oh
And it
god,
was-
yeah,
It was
V'ger.
V'ger. And this one is VMAX, which is a MacGuffin. So
why would the damage control guy ever mention Sarah to Spider-Man? Like he didn't need to.
I don't know. He chose to fucking lie for no reason. He just said, like, I don't know what Sarah is.
If he didn't say that, then Spider-Man would have been none the wiser.
What's so
and the movie
funny
would have
about
given
that
over.
is Spider-Man realizes from MJ that you forget everything that you get mind controlled on. It's like, oh, and because, note, she says all she remembers is waking up on the street. It's like, oh, well, that's weird, MJ, because the scene's drama is you realize you're falling during the fall. Remember, she goes, oh my God. It's like, so I don't know if your memory is reliable on that one. Meanwhile, Spider-Man doesn't need MJ to realize this. He's already had the guy on the roof at the beginning, Scorpion, and at this point, Frank and the Hulk have all confirmed to Spider-Man none of them remember being mind controlled. You've already got the information right there. But the worst thing of all of it, Metzger isn't even lying necessarily. You can say, if you know her power is mind control and you have missing time, you can say, yeah, I think she went into my mind. It wouldn't be a lie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Spider-Man's like, nah, definitely lying. And that means that Jean is innocent. It's like, Peter, she has killed countless innocent people. Are you fucking stupid? And he's just like, la, 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 I'm going to go save her.
If anything, the movie's proven that damage control are the good guys, and they're doing the right thing because Jean Grey.
Kill them all.
Yeah, she's everything they're fighting against. Like she is dangerous. She is a murderer.
Tell you what, guys. You guys are all excited, presumably, for Rings of Power coming back. I can't wait, personally. I honestly had forgotten about this show that even exists, but yeah, it's coming back, and we're going to get season 3 soon. And they've been teasing the prospect of what they can reveal with this new season. And one of the things that they decided to touch upon was Gollum, which is definitely a thing that was important in the second age of Middle-earth. It says here, this is from Fellowship of Fans, Lord of the Rings of Power showrunners tease a potential Gollum origin story at some point in the show, which means there isn't, could we see a Gollum origin story in a future season? Quote, we have lots of ideas for future seasons, teases McKay. Stay tuned, is all we'd say right now. There is room yet for plenty more adventure in this version of Middle-earth. If you don't keep your feet, as they say, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. Because
Finally.
Gollum, I'm pretty sure, doesn't appear until about 5,000 years after the events of the show. But sure, yeah, give us an origin story for him. We definitely need
We've
that.
had one. We've had one.
I think everyone was asking for this though when they were watching season 2 of Rings of Power. We were saying, "Where is Gollum? Why is Gollum not here? Let's get Gollum."
Where is Lord of Ring? Gollum.
And then people would be really old if you did that. And it's like, nah, make it a time traveling Gollum. Everyone wants that.
Sure. The thing is, this show is so retarded. Like, I would just say, sure, throw him in there. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, might as well.
Gollum-
Make Frodo show up as well, and Aragorn. Why not?
Yeah.
Gollum should
Like,
cut
doesn't-
off Sauron's fingers. He should just show up, take the sword of a seal door, and just go, yeah, and cut his fingers off.
Could we?
Just bite them off like you did in Lord of the Rings.
This may
Suck them
sound
off.
radical. Could we have, when Arya and the Hound have their sort of adventures and stuff? What about Gollum and the Balrog?
Dude.
Why not? What's
I think,
their story?
I think you're onto something here.
$1 billion idea? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon
I'd watch
Pegg, going
And Andy
around
Serkis, yeah.
with Andy Serkis and
What?
one is a
Gollum could ride the
Balrog, one
Balrog.
is a Gollum.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I agree.
What I want is for him to show up in the finale with no explanation and no preamble, right? So, like, Sauron's about to craft the One Ring, and like Gollum just leaps in like Arya did when she takes out the Night King, and just like grabs his hand and bites his finger off, and like throws the ring away, or like runs off with it, like, ha ha, precious.
I want Sauron to say, "What are you? Some kind of Gollum or something?"
What about a love triangle between Sauron, Gollum, and Galadriel?
Like Galadriel, she'll fuck anything. So yeah, why not?
yeah.
Apart from her
You're
own
the,
husband,
literally the
apparently.
embodiment of the devil. I'm DTF. Okay, well, fucking hell, man.
Yeah, so isn't
we're gonna get
Celeborn back in this?
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just see her like, oh, great, I'm so glad you're back. It's like, definitely wasn't dreaming about fucking Sauron or anything.
Yeah.
No, we're
After
apparently
banging
going
Gollum,
to get
she could be like, oh, sorry, go ahead. It's a bad
we're going to
joke.
get
Yeah,
the Nazgul in this one as well. Which
No, the
is,
Naz, what they call it, the Naznagal.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh.
The thing is, who the fuck are they even going to give the rings to, right? So there's 9 of them they have to give to the race of men,
Waldrick.
right? Yeah, well, just all 9 of them go to him. It's got like one on every finger.
It's 9 kings.
I'm the fucking Gypsy King, bitch.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's I just can't picture it, man. I say this about every season of Rings of Power, but man, I can't believe how fucking cheap they've made it all feel.
Doesn't it make you excited for the Blade Runner show made by Amazon? Ooh, this is going to be great. I can't wait for that.
My
The only
mind,
time that Hunter Schafer and Broad should be mentioned in a sentence is when they're referring to shoulders.
I saw the announcement about that, and I just couldn't quite process it. It's like, okay, so we had Blade Runner, we had Blade Runner 2049, and now we've got this. What the fuck are we doing? Who asked for this? Why did they ask for it? And where's it going?
I thought they've
You
like
know
run
what?
out of things to dig up and mutilate at this point. I was like, surely there's like nothing left that I cherish that they haven't destroyed already. But they keep planning stuff.
So who is Hunter Schafer and Michelle Yeoh?
Hunter,
that, right.
Hunter Schafer is a man pretending to be a woman playing a human pretending to be a replicant, and Michelle Yeoh is a Blade Runner that is hunting humans because the replicants have won.
I'm a dude
is all-
disguised as a dude playing another dude.
You gotta get it right though. Michelle Yeoh plays Braid Runner.
Yeah.
It's Blade Runner. Come on.
I mean, the thing is, right, I like Michelle Yeoh. Like, she's a pretty fucking cool martial artist and stuff. But man, she struggles with
was.
the English.
I saw that
pretty
Section
fucking
31
hard.
show.
Say she stuggles.
Whoa,
You twigged on that
drink
bit,
it.
did you?
We're gonna
You
do
have to
your
appreciate
intro
you
bit.
for that one.
Drinker
Thank
said
you.
Street Fighter instead of Street Fighter, but I thought that was cool.
We
There
leave
is a
these little
great
nuggets in
anecdote
there.
from that where Van Damme, when he was absolutely coked out of his mind, had to do this big pyrotechnic sequence where like they run across the set where like bullet explosions and things are going off all around them, loads of pyrotechnics, like the whole set has to basically get demolished. Jumps behind a pile of rubble And then once it's like he's taken out a few guys with his guns, he goes like, "Go, I'll catch up with you later." And he was convinced, like he did that one take of it. They shot this entire thing, blew the whole setup, and he's like, "No!" He stands up in the middle of it and goes, "No, it wasn't right. The dialogue reading was all wrong. I think I said ladder." And like, it's like, okay, they spent like 3 days resetting the whole thing, and he does the whole thing again. And like, kid you not, he at the end of it, he jumps up and goes, "Go! I'll catch up with you, ladder." Fucks it up a second time.
And print.
Yeah, and they just went with it. But yeah, Michelle Yeoh, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I feel like her grasp of the English language has gotten worse over time.
Well, no, she's a Temu replicant. She's like, she can do the same job as a replicant, but much cheaper and in broken English.
Yeah.
She's on low battery, okay?
she's also full of Chinese spyware.
It's like cutting into her processing power.
There's like glitches and fucking ads disappear on her eyes or
I
something.
tell you what, I bet Michelle Yeoh's got a better Trojan horse than the fucking Odyssey.
But I think Blade Runner, some things are not meant to be a franchise. Blade Runner is one of them. You know what I mean? We don't need more stories from the universe. Apparently there's a replicant like revolution. This is post that. I don't give a shit. It was a great one-off film. The director's edition is the best. Some other movies also. Krull, great one movie. Black Hole, great one movie. Tron would have been better as one movie.
Yes.
Some of these things, they're not franchises. And the only franchise you can say is healthy now is Spider-Man. That's it. Marvel's not healthy. You know, Star Wars isn't healthy. The DC universe, definitely not healthy. And if you were to rename this summer, it's the summer of suck. And even the two biggest movies, Odyssey and Spider-Man, we're sitting here, you can pick them apart. The initial, like, I'm loving it. It's great. It's great. I'm not saying like, look, movies that there's a certain audience for. Titanic. You know, Gary's made that comparison. That movie made $20 million a week, every week for 6 months. It was number one at the box office. I think Odyssey is not going to break that record, but a lot of people like it. But there are a lot of people, I think they're afraid to say, I didn't really love it as much as everyone else. So I don't know.
Chris, you can't criticize the Odyssey because that makes you an angry, you know, misogynist MAGA chud, or well, I don't know, whatever like the terminology is they use now. You can't criticize it, Chris. It's not allowed.
Well, now they're trying to get some other feminists to criticize the woman who wrote the book that it's based on. Like, it's just bizarre how like it becomes someone's personality that this is the movie I love, and anyone that doesn't like it, it's like you betrayed my religion. It's effed up. I enjoy this conversation. You guys love one thing, maybe I don't love it, etc. But where did we get here? Where do we get where people just say, I love the Odyssey, I love Spider-Man? Like, where's the nuanced conversation? That's a conversation I love having. I've had all my life. I've never seen it like this. I've never seen it where it's literally like you're against my religion if you don't love the Odyssey.
You're with me or you're a chud.
I think
exactly.
I think they desperately tried to make the Odyssey a culture war thing because they took such a loss with something like Supergirl, and probably like a lot of movies over the past 5 years. With the Odyssey, it was like we can finally like fight a battle on like favorable terms, because like if we can draw people into believing this is a culture war thing when it's kind of not, and it's going to be a successful movie come what may, then we can like shove it in people's faces and go like, you chuds, you lost.
Who's the biggest perpetrator of this? It's Angry Jose. He was going like support Supergirl, you know, putting his greasy man tits together to try and like, you know, attract the audience.
Look, man, mildly perturbed Jose desperately needed a win, okay? He desperately needed a win. And who are we to deny him that?
But as Chris said, it's their entire personality for like 2 months going, the Odyssey is everything to me. No, wait, the Spider-Man is everything to me. No, wait, Green Lantern is everything to
Green
me.
Lantern,
They just
hell yo.
I do think that part of the reason is because it's just so much easier to argue with people that you don't agree with anymore. You used to actually have to go and physically argue with a person. Now you could just slam your keyboard for a while. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be behind a anonymity wall and tell everybody they're an incel, a chud, a fucking whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. And as we get further and further into the tech age, you know, it's only going to get worse because people are more removed from basic manners and how you react to people. We've all seen it. Every single person on here, every person in the chat has seen. They've been in an argument or seen an argument that would not happen in real life. And
Yeah,
it would end in a punch to the face if it happened in real life.
We've lost the ability to disagree and then have conversations. I love talking to someone who disagrees with my opinion about a movie or whatever. I have an opportunity to learn something potentially.
I disagree.
So yeah, just, exactly. So I love that conversation. I'll learn some whatever. Anyways, I just don't get it. These two movies I think are going to be, and they should be divisive. They shouldn't be.
Well, what's the saying? Like, so it's like what you would say to someone's face, and then it's like what you would say to someone in a car, like when you're like arguing in traffic, and then what would you say when you're behind a screen? Like, it's the dehumanization of the people you're talking to. Actually, I have a question because you guys are in this culture war conversation with movies
Black
and
people.
stuff. Do you think it's going anywhere? Do you think it's going to change? Like, is it going to change shape, or do you think it's going to stop? Like, it feels like things are
I
slowing
think
down.
social media is going to die, and I think it's going to die sooner rather than later. I think social media is terminally ill.
That sounds wonderful.
Because we've got to a position now where conversation is dead. We've got to a position where bot farms and marketing farms are just pumping out tweets, retweeting people, pushing impressions, whatever you want to call it. And it's getting to the point where you're getting bot farms talking to bot farms now. I think sooner rather than later, and I'm talking within 10 years, I think there's going to be an absolute collapse of social media, and there's going to be something is going to arise from it where we can start communicating again. And I don't know if it's going to be more of a something along the lines of what we're in now, but in a more media setting where people are communicating. But I think this short form, purposely put together to provoke argument as opposed to discussion, I think it just personally, I think it's on its last legs. I think it's.
I think you're right.
I agree. I agree. I think as you see, like, I don't know if you pay attention to this stuff. Video stores are coming back. Gen Z is saying they want to go to theater and they want to go back to in-person experiences, because I kind of feel like we've really been numb with all this stuff since the iPhone became popular in 2012, or was cheap then. That's when they were giving this shit away. Like, and now it's gotten tired. And that's where, when they've done, you read a lot of the trades, you guys all do. And they say they want more authenticity in their movies. This is Gen Z saying that. And I agree with that. That's why you're seeing films like Obsession and Backrooms, beat a Star Wars movie, right? It's made by Gen Z for Gen Z with themes that tap into what they're feeling. It's in the zeitgeist. None of these franchise films really kind of hit like what's in the zeitgeist of what people are feeling. And so much of, you pointed out, so much of what we see online is manufactured fake anyways, whether it's motivated by bots or just fake engagement. Like that company, you really need to dig into this. Floodify.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Floodify? Yeah. Where you can just build up fake, where it looks organic, very organic. They'll pay TikTokers a couple $100 to make an organic video of sneaking a Trojan horse into a screening of the Odyssey, Okay, ridiculous, but it looks like, look at all this engagement. Look at, this is what people are talking about. No, it's paid for, bought and paid for, and cheaper than advertising, which no one trusts advertising anymore. So
No.
yeah,
I think
no.
we've probably maxed out in terms of what we can even process as human beings with the amount of social media channels, the amount of like entertainment options that we have available. I think we've reached the point where we just can't even deal with it anymore, and like it becomes, as you say, it becomes hollow. It becomes kind of meaningless now, and there's no engagement with it. It doesn't engage with you on an emotional level because there's just so much of it. And I think maybe you're now going to see people turning their backs on it. And in a way, it gives you a little bit of hope for humanity that even like Gen Z, who never grew up in the world that we grew up in, like before the internet, before streaming services, before social media, you know, when you had to go to a video store to rent videos, when you had to, you know, you had to like connect with people on a face-to-face level. They're nostalgic for that. They're nostalgic for a world that they didn't even live in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
they
interesting
need
because
their Friday night. They don't get their Friday night feeling. We've had that Friday night
but
feeling.
like it's nice because it's like as humans they just realize there's something missing in their lives, and it's that kind of thing, and like they want to harken back to something that they didn't experience but they know they need.
You're 100% right, because you know for several years I worked, you know, from home, and it as soon as I went back into the, you know, the real world, every person that I encounter nowadays is like, you can see it in their eyes. They crave actual interactions. We're starving ourselves of interactions, and Az hit the nail on the head. We've gotten to a point now where you're pushing these two sides, these fake, you know, inflated sides so far to either right, left, whatever you want to call it, and you just have a bunch of regular people that are missing out on what they actually want in the center, doing the Travolta meme, like what the hell happened to the world around us. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that you're right, that it's within 10 years, by the way, Mads, because I think we desperately need that as people. Because if we don't get to that point soon, it's going to be really fucking bad for every subsequent generation.
I mean,
don't abandon YouTube though, okay?
Well, YouTube at least has, at least we're able to do this. Like I can look at the chat and say, hey, look, this guy said that. It's at least there's something there. There's some sort of substance.
I'm reasonably convinced that we're all real people.
We have these discussions. We break down stuff. There's been a lot of different opinions on what we've discussed today. You know, let's just Spider-Man. We've all had lots of different opinions on that. These conversations can happen. Look at TikTok. Look at Instagram. It's the same fucking reel done by a gazillion different people.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's vacuous, it's empty, it's gone, it's soulless, it's all of it's lost its heart. Tom is even not that Tom. Tom is even he's talking about bringing back, he wants to bring back MySpace, but the proper MySpace that we kind of, you know, back in the day.
I gotta dust off my top 8. Damn it.
Well, aren't even things like vinyl records are like a big deal again, because like people want they want the ritual of like taking the record out of its sleeve, putting it onto the player, setting the needle up and stuff, and just playing it. That way,
comic collection.
Well, yeah, what you listen to then becomes a bit more meaningful because you had to put just a little bit of effort into making it happen instead of just selecting something on your phone.
Well,
it's the same thing ultimately, but
isn't all of this just like a big LARP though? Because how many people are buying Pokemon cards who aren't even using them like kids do? It's just grown men buying them just to resell them. Like I think a lot of it's just like everyone's just kind of like living in a hyper reality, which is you're imitating shit from the past, but you don't really know the origin.
Yeah, I think you're right there. There's a lot of people that are trying to imitate stuff. There's a lot of people that are trying to fit into a hobby that they don't necessarily have any feeling for whatsoever. Whereas there's a lot of they're seeing other people who are like genuinely interested in whether it be comics, vintage toy collection, you know, video game collection, stuff like that. They're seeing it and they're just like, oh yeah, that looks like a good like grift maybe, or that looks like a good thing to try and get in on, or I'm going to buy these Pokemon cards or whatever cards so that I can try and hit this big fucking expensive one, and it that fades really quickly because they don't understand the whole kind of vibe behind it and why you do it. The
Trying to jump the
ritual.
lines.
It's very
Yeah, but like
ritualistic.
with the internet, everything can be merchandised, everything. That's why girls cosplay at like Comic-Con. They don't give a fuck about what the cosplaying as. They couldn't even tell you. It's just they can actually make a career off it. Like Pokemon cards, they are making a comeback, and it's a bunch of 40-year-olds buying them just to resell them.
fairness,
To the
Ryan Kindle is in
are
his
the ones who
30s.
bought the
Ryan
original
Kindle is in his 30s. No, don't talk about him like that.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of it is. I'd say I wish that's true. It's all like they want in authenticity, but they don't actually. You can't want what you've never known. Like you like the idea of it. You like
maybe then you might experience it, try it, and then decide whether you like it or not. But like, maybe I like to believe there's this like urge, there's this human desire for, I don't know, like a real experience that isn't like caught up in online fucking social media algorithms and any of that crap. Because you know, I think maybe as people, there's just a universal feeling of what's real and authentic and what is just fake online bullshit.
I would agree, but the problem is no one's offering a real experience. You can't explore the world; it's already explored. So
No,
it's
I
one of
think
those things.
it's
No,
corporationism.
but you can do it for yourself, and it's the first time you've done it.
There's
Well, you're in
also
a
the issue with
matrix, that's the hard
companies.
thing.
The companies are starting to, like, Sony's getting a lot of pushback, thankfully, on their decision to like stop selling like discs and stuff like that. They don't want you to own anything anymore. They want to be able to own it. Like you rent it,
Yeah.
and they can take it away from you at any point. That's becoming a whole issue as well. But you know, thankfully, people are getting upset about it. Hopefully,
It's
they
not going to
stop.
change anything.
But
That's the
even
problem.
Sony
It's
don't
just
even
too much
know,
money.
because Sony have gone, we're stopping physical discs in 2028, January 2028 or whatever. And then immediately, a couple of weeks later, it starts promoting Blu-ray and the physical hold of Blu-ray. And it's just like, you are the same fucking company that is stopping physical media for video games that is now saying, go get physical fucking Blu-ray. It's like,
because it's
you
checked up
don't
the
know
price.
the direction in which you're
Yeah.
going. Of course it is. We know
It's
why
evil,
they're stopping
yeah.
physical.
Yeah.
And what's really scary is digital movies, games, whatever, can be altered
Yes.
and be
Yeah.
changed and be,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
can remove problematic elements from them.
they
Exactly,
can add
exactly.
disclaimers to the beginning of Gone with the Wind or something. So I don't know. This whole conversation has really inspired me to go outside and touch grass. So with that, I'm out.
Don't
guys.
do it, Chris. It's a
I'm
trick.
going in the real
Chris,
world.
Chris is about
Goodbye.
to go to a screening. What are you screening, by the way?
Some shitty movie that you'll never cover, but I will. And speaking of this movie, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, strong recommend. Been trying to tell you guys to see this film. Just came out on Blu-ray. Pick that up. I'm out. Peace. Love you guys. Thanks again.
Thanks, Chris.
Later.
See you, dude.
Hey, Chris.
Cheers,
Yeah.
bud. Let me read out this super chat here because this is for this is $100 one. Actually, how can I bring this up? Yeah, there it is. There we go. And you know what? That deserves a round of applause right there. Seriously, thank you. Today, my birthday, but I can't watch right now. Gonna catch this on after hours. Love your work. Keep it up. Have a drink. I'm gonna be hitting the tequila tonight. Excellent, sir, and happy birthday to you. The drinker raises a glass to you.
This guy is
Happy
my kind of
birthday.
guy. Tequila and a fellow
Happy
Leo. That's
birthday.
pretty awesome.
See, look at that. That guy's out having real experiences in the real world. And here we
Crazy.
are.
I think he probably has like a plant pot with grass in it. He takes around with him.
just
you know?
like touches it every so often.
That's what we need. An
That's
app.
feel
We need
real.
like
Keep you
a
charged up.
Tinder for grass. You just flip through and you find the patch of grass that you want to go touch, and it tells you where it's located in regards to you. And then when you swipe right, it tells you go over here, touch this
Yeah,
grass.
the problem with that then is that the billionaires will make islands filled of grass.
This
Yeah.
piece of grass is
You're like,
sponsored
do you
by
like
Marvel.
grass? Do you like this grass? It's freshly cut.
For just
Wouldn't that be?
$50 a month, you can touch
Why don't you
one
want the
piece of
black grass? I wanted the green grass. Why are you racist? Why don't you want the other?
Wouldn't it not be amazing twist in like a film all about like the chud equivalent of Thanos, and you're trying to defeat him, but the huge twist at the end is they're like, wait, you've never touched grass, and he's like, and he opens his shirt and he's got grass on the inside.
Oh my god.
Dun,
That's my
dun,
secret.
I'm always touching grass.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see here. I like this one. Drinker and Mauler, love your stuff. Anyone checking in on Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers? This Odyssey movie might have broken him. Yeah, he's been ranting pretty hard on this one. He fucking loved that movie beyond all reason.
I love a man who's passionate about film, and he is passionate about Nolan. Gosh darn it.
We are all entitled to be retarded once a year. It's just that Jeremy checks his one in every 6 months or so. So it's fine. Anyway, Emily Wilson's denounced Nolan's movie in Variety. Said she would be ashamed to have written the screenplay. She's a classics nerd. Did a line-for-line verse translation, not a feminist rewrite. I feel like we may have done Emily Wilson wrong.
No, no.
I haven't. I would have to read. I would have to read her version and compare it to the version that I've already got here to know the difference. But I do get the impression, based on what I've heard about her, what her own father actually said when he was talking about her translation and her motivation behind it. It's not like some new age left wing progressive spin she was trying to put on it. She, if anything, her greatest sin was just dumbing it down to a degree and simplifying the language and modifying a lot of the dialogue to make it more modern, not necessarily to put a feminist spin on it. So maybe we judged her a little harshly on that one, and that was perhaps a little unfair on our part. But look, it's subjective, and it would be entirely up to us to read the different versions of the Odyssey and then pass our own judgments on that before we really know. All we do know is that she apparently hated fucking Nolan's version of the Odyssey, which is kind of an interesting turn of events.
She's a chud. She's one of us.
The Chud Witch King.
I just think Drinker's just going soft. I think that's the problem. He's going woke.
You know what? I think
He's
what
a
we did.
feminist.
We need
fears
to get
to review the film, and now he fears to go against the feminist.
You know what we should do? We should get her on open bar, and she can talk about
Wow.
it. That would be fucking cool.
That might break the internet, actually. I'm not sure if we're ready for that.
Yeah, well, it's an open invitation there, so if she would like to come on, she's more than welcome. We'd love to talk to her. But speaking of authors denouncing their filmed works, we've got another one here. Gentlemen, there is a new movie coming out called Children of Blood and Bone. It's a fantasy movie, and the author had some interesting things to say. I'll just read it out here, actually. The Children of Blood and Bone author, Tony Ademaye, says the upcoming movie adaptation was, quote, the worst thing I have ever had to live through. And I never want to hear about quote,
That's all you got to say.
I'm only going to speak about what happened after I left that set of my own film adaptation, hyperventilating and sobbing. Sorry. And there are many witnesses, so it's not really a secret. Fucking hell, this is going in hard, man.
Yes.
I came back
Tell
to
us how
America
you really feel.
and suffered such severe somatic pain and so many panic attacks. And I knew it was so bad that I would never, ever be able to watch this film. And I had made peace with that. But as it is being marketed and as I am still being antagonized behind the scenes, which is where I'd hoped all of this would stay, it's become apparent to me that that reality needs to at least be made known so that you guys can understand how this film, which I worked on to make it a little better for us to be alive, don't know what that fucking means, is also the worst thing I have ever had to live through. I don't wish to speak on it anymore.
Jesus.
This movie stars Amanda
Wait.
Stenberg.
Is this her Odyssey review?
I think what this lets you know is that just don't piss off an author who has access to writing their own interviews and reviews. That's the last thing you want to do.
Damn! Did she not have to sign some sort of NDA or non-disparagement clause or something?
Maybe she's breaching it a little bit because she can't take it anymore or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a standard one, right, that everyone signs, presumably.
But what's her gripe? What's her problem?
I think it's never been fully revealed. So there's been rumors that she had a feud with Amanda Stenberg, who's one of the stars of the movie. But we don't seem to know. Like, she's never explained what exactly she's raging about, whether it's like lack of fidelity to the source material, whether it's clashes with the director, the cast. It's a bizarre one, but like to go off this hard against it, man.
I kind of respect it a little bit. Like, if you hate, like, she's going to lose a lot of money from this. Like, that's her property. She's trying to take.
Well, they probably already paid her for the rights. She probably isn't going to get too much money.
Oh, really? Surely she would get royalties, though.
I mean, I can try and bring up the trailer if you like. I don't know how much I can show because it uses a lot of licensed music in the.
You can mute it and just put the subtitles on.
Yeah, let's just do that. All right, here we go.
You can imitate the music, which is just African. Just hiya, Svenja.
Just imagine this the beginning of Lion King as this is going on.
Fucking citing Lion King.
Is there a difference?
I mean, there's a slight
It's Star Wars.
slight disjointing there between the face and the hair, but like, okay, sure, fine. I should say as well, like, so if I bring up, because I just wanted to bring up a general synopsis. Yeah, so this is a YA novel, young adult romantic fantasy novel by my Nigerian-American novelist Tomi Adeyemi. So, what's the basic synopsis here? Oh, right.
It says...
I've got it here, actually. Writing the book over 18 months and 45 drafts. Adeyemi drew inspiration from novels like Harry Potter and An Ember in the Ashes, as well as West African mythology and the Yoruba culture and language. The hopelessness she felt at police shootings of Black Americans also motivated her to develop the story for children in Blood and Bone, of course. The book received one of the biggest YA publishing deals ever, including preemptive sale of film rights to Fox 2000
I wonder
Pictures.
why.
So let's see if we can get a synopsis of it here. Oh God, it goes on
It
for
says
I mean, the first thing I thought of when I looked at this was modern day police shootings. That was immediately.
I mean,
in my mind.
yeah, YA fantasy, and that's where you go with it. Forget your Lord of the Rings. This is what we're really after.
It says
Yeah, sorry, Reaper.
The main conflict is between the Kosedan and the Magi, with the Kosedan possessing lighter skin and having enslaved the Magi. So that might explain why she hates the main character, because she thinks the main character is too light-skinned, when I think she's supposed to be spot darker-skinned.
Here we go. In an African fantasy kingdom, a young woman goes on a quest to reclaim the magic that was violently stolen from her people. She and her brother ally with the daughter and son of the king to fight back against his brutal rule. Set in the mythical kingdom of Kurisha, the story follows... I can't fucking pronounce your stupid name. As she tries to restore magic after a cruel king massacres the Magi. So... King Saran has wiped out magic and killed Zilei's mother during a brutal night known as the Raid.
Oh no!
Zilei teams up with rogue princess Amari and her brother Tizain while fleeing the crown prince Inan. The group races against time to perform a sacred ritual on the solstice to bring magic back to their people.
I legitimately think you were just throwing together words. I don't think that there was any plot in there.
So the light-skinned Africans killed the dark-skinned Africans and took their magic. And so she's a dark-skinned African who must try and get her magic back.
Right.
But I think the casting is why she hates it, because a lot of the light-skinned ones are dark and a lot of the dark ones are light.
And is that why she's so mad about this? Not like
that's one
not doing
rumor.
justice to the story.
So she's racist. Sorry. So she's gutted that her racism isn't in full like view.
It's colorism, because a lot of inside the black community, there's like a lot of them hate lighter skinned blacks.
Damn.
I didn't know that.
You were born with a gift greater than you know.
Lighter skin is the gift.
Wait, so Reaper, you seem to be pretty familiar with this. How does Ryan Gosling's Ghost Rider play in? Like, when does he come in?
He's the devil. Why devil you? He gave them all their powers to enslave the magic.
When does Wakanda step in to help them out? That's
I
what
actually
wanna know.
thought this was a Wakanda prequel film. I thought this was going to be some kind of Marvel
Well,
thing.
this is fantasy and Wakanda's real. So
Is,
I mean,
is that also the? So is there multiple actors from Acolyte in this? Was that?
well, there's Amanda Stenberg's in this. I
Yeah.
know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's the only one that I know of. I think. If I read the cast here, so you've
It's got
got
Chwatley, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, who's
Damson Idris,
Are you reliable?
Amanda Stenberg, Tosin Cole, Cynthia Erivo. Like that's always a sign
Oh,
of quality.
fuck's sake! Wow.
Lashana Lynch.
Hey, Lasagna Lynch.
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Well, that's usually he's pretty good. I like him.
pretty good.
He is good.
Idris Elba. Man, I like him as well. Damn it. Viola Davis. Bucky Bakri.
Maybe this movie's gonna kick
Whatever
ass,
you are.
Drinker. How about that?
I mean, there's always that
No.
possibility, yeah. But I mean, I'm looking at the trailer. I mean, you gentlemen form your own opinions.
I love that Beyonce in the background kills me.
She let them use her music for free because she supports African rights.
I mean, all I'd say to you is like, watch Lord of the Rings and then watch this, and just tell me where we're at, okay? Just
I know you, Lisa.
Drinker, you telling me to watch Lord of the Rings of Power? Is that what you're saying?
that's not Lord of the Rings, Muller.
Are the-
That's-
fine.
but it says it on the tin. They can't lie.
But that does not change who you are.
So why she got white hair and the others don't?
She's a Valerian.
Ah, oh,
This is
that
where they
makes
came
sense.
from. This-
That's probably the most sense any of this has made.
Well, I was going to say, gentlemen, what's the chances of this movie being a cultural moment like Black Panther?
I'm going to see it 5 times. I've already booked my tickets.
I think the problem.
Sorry.
I
I've
think the
already seen
problem
it
is
5
that
times spiritually.
there's no, so far as we can see, there's no fuck whitey in it. That's what's really the selling point of Sinners and this and
I can't
other
wait.
shows. This one. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, I can't wait for the British Empire to show up and be the real antagonist.
I'm going to colonize the shit out of this place.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's White Thanos?
Laughs in red coat.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of red coats.
Heed my words. You are the future king.
I mean, like, I'll posit to you, gentlemen, that we're perhaps not the target audience for this movie.
Oh yeah, we are.
What do you mean?
We're gonna
We
make
need to
fun
be
of it.
educated, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's not. How can I put this? It's not resonating with me necessarily on a deep cultural level.
Don't you feel represented?
I mean, I'm struggling so far, but you know how you want to see yourself represented on screen. I'm not seeing it. You know, I feel like I'm an underrepresented minority in this.
Yeah, where's
case.
Cthulhu? Come on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want the East India Company to show up.
But what I would say is, like, because this is a fantasy setting, why can't half the cast be white or East Asian? You know, because like, why does it matter?
Because
Yeah.
white people is systemic oppression, and this isn't systemic. You have to have power to be racist and all that bollocks.
I don't have a lot of power, but I'm really good at being racist.
Yes, you're white privileged. Even if you're poor and homeless, you're white privileged.
Have you guys
Well, I
seen that
didn't have
meme
any
of the,
power over this movie's production, so like, does that make me a minority?
Have you guys seen that meme of like the child chimney sweep and it's like, look at this kid flexing his white privilege?
It's like death from black lung at the age of 25.
Oh,
African American
For
long.
years, I have trained you.
Oh my god, you got the warrior women here. This is amazing. Just keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming.
It's like,
I'm surprised there's so many black people because the red flags here are amazing. You know, it's just everywhere.
it looks like the Woman King mixed with Wakanda. That's like,
That honestly is what it looks like. Yeah.
And House of the Dragon.
and has the yeah. Oh my god.
Let's be honest, if they were fucking dragons, we'd be more interested, okay? As
Yeah,
100%, yeah.
Why not?
No.
Let's go.
No, but the dragons would have fades.
I believe you,
We haven't seen the horses yet. There's hope.
you can bring magic back.
Now that's just a straight up scene from Wakanda right there.
Yeah, no, that's
That wasn't even kind of not.
You have to eat the magical herb, and then
Yeah.
She's gone into the purple world where all the Black Panthers are as well.
No, seriously, it's the same thing. It looks identical.
God,
The problem is, though, never mind the racism that she's bringing to the table. Put that to one side. It just looks like all the worst things. Like, if this was a video game, this would have all the worst fucking things that we would see and be like, okay, I'm out. And it's just the same with film. Like, nothing that we're looking at here is anything new or different or groundbreaking. It's as generic can be, but with just added racism.
This movie looks like it should have come out in like 2018.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was written in 2018.
I mean, do you guys think that we've run out of ideas?
It was written in 2018. You said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, but it feels like it's tapping into that kind of zeitgeist. Like, if this had come hot on the heels of Black Panther, it would have cleaned up, man. I mean, maybe it still will. Maybe this will do like $2 billion. I don't know. But like, I'm looking at this trailer, just thinking, what is this?
I mean, if they start mobilizing inner city schools and bus loads to go watch it, it might cross that 2 billion.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like
They should all dress them up.
Their biggest boon they could get with this would be to make it a cultural moment, like to tap into that same kind of wellspring as Black Panther and be like, it's not just a movie, guys, it's a political statement of intent.
What's
we
the
have to
statement?
support this?
You're gonna hear them say this is the first black fantasy film, just like they said that Black Panther was the first black superhero.
This is the first movie about black people enslaving other black people. We have to go see it.
Is this called the We Are Hungry Games?
Ooh.
Oh my god, that was
brutal.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh god.
Big energy.
Big energy. This is where I feel like I can't really play this.
We should
Well,
play
the
a
music
game.
does
Everybody
not-
should try to pronounce these names.
The music's not marrying together with what we're trying to see, but none of the visuals seem to be marrying together at all. I don't know how this world is working.
Well, it's black.
functions.
It's Black Americanization transplanted onto Africa. Like,
Is
it's
that
not actually.
Zendaya? Maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't be shocked if she showed up in this.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Pedro Pascal, for that matter.
No, he's not. He's not.
He he gets a pass. He's allowed to go in blackface for this.
Now,
specifically.
hear me out, boys. Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
That I would pay to see.
Have you guys seen that he's apparently announced his retirement after Secret Wars?
Really?
I mean, might as
Again?
well. Like, he's got more money than fucking God at this point.
It's just what a,
I think he still
what a
gets
note to end
residuals
on, you know?
Avengers movies.
Like, the
You
last
don't know.
movie-
Like, Secret Wars might be the greatest superhero movie ever made, Mauler.
Put a percentage on it right now. Likelihood.
5.
That's way too high.
I've got just as much interest for this than I do for Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm just saying.
I think this will unironically be more entertaining, though. It's like, maybe not for the reasons they intended.
Oh, there she was.
This is just Black Panther. It's just Wakanda all over again.
But it's got Cynthia Erivo in it, so therefore it must be
Blackra
better.
Panther.
The blackening.
Do you think the Acolyte there is going to make a rap a rap video about this movie as well?
Hope so.
Oh, we're saying, by the way,
No,
could
it'll be a country song.
Yeah.
that retiring thing could also be like a discussing fish type of situation. I don't actually have it. Like, I didn't see the source. It said deadline, but I'm not sure if it actually is.
I mean, he says that, but like, would he really?
That's the other thing. One, I don't even know if he said it, and if he did say it, would he? A lot of people have threatened retirement.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the woman who wrote this is mad.
They're looking to you to lead them.
As Lex's women.
Oh look,
there.
there's loads of Valerians now.
I don't get what I'm seeing. Like, I'm watching this trailer, right, and I'm just seeing people dancing.
over
Yeah,
and over
it's
again.
Yeah, it's dancing
What
and
am I supposed
stabbing
to
each
take from
other.
this?
It sounds actually that's pretty accurate.
It's like I don't get who anyone's meant to be. I don't know what's going on. It's just like dancing, random act of violence.
Wait.
Someone looks serious, and then more dancing.
Excuse me. Hold on. We have so we get. Can we get a color check on aisle 2, please?
It's the white hair.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, why have they all got?
What is this?
You know what? I'm not going to question it. Fine, I'll just accept the fictional world. It's fine.
I think these are the magic ones.
Where's their band?
Right, so they're so magical. They're still living in fucking huts.
Some European has to come over and go, put one brick on top of the other.
I don't understand. No, it's like Wakanda where they got skyscrapers, but they still have thatched roofs.
yeah.
What are we doing here, lads?
Yeah, what's going on,
idea.
boys? Why didn't you magic up some air conditioning? That
Look,
sounds useful.
We could do with that in the UK. That's
you're
for
in
sure.
England. You should take care of that first. If you complain
So
about
if
it.
we have air conditioning, we will only
I
stop
always hear people
complaining. I do
complaining
not
about the
wish
lack
to
of air
stop
conditioning.
complaining.
I,
Complaining about the weather is one of the only joys of life.
I'm thinking about what makes like a fantasy that we enjoy, like what makes it deep and connect, like how do you connect to it? And I think like it has a lot of history, you got a lot of culture, you know, there's even like with Game of Thrones, like there's economy, there's factions and all this stuff. I think the problem with this kind of film and like Avatar is that there's not a lot of depth to the world, right? It's all very surface level, it's all just tribal stuff. So it doesn't feel like there's like a lot of history to get invested in. There's not a lot of culture.
It kind of feels like
Sorry, Ron.
yeah, you're just projecting immediate history onto this fictional setting, and you're just saying like, well, there's also magic in there.
Yeah,
it's not very interesting. I don't know, maybe it is for like, you know, different audiences or whatever, but like for me, I'm just looking at this like this is just like a shit version of Black Panther.
Well, the African experience is kind of shit because it's basically people stabbing each other with sticks for non-stop until the white guy showed up. So, like, you kind of go, we've got magic, we've got all these kingdoms, but we can't really do anything with them. Like, you don't have these great houses and stuff like that we have in the West, or samurais and honor codes you have in the East. It's just kind of, well, Umbongo threw a stick at me and I threw a stick at him. And then it's kind of like, I'm just saying, what
You're definitely going to get this fucking stream banned, honestly.
what great castle of
Tell us
like,
how you really
Africa.
feel.
I didn't invent African history, all right? Nothing. They couldn't read or write. They might have had like witches and wizards. We don't know. They didn't write any of it down. Unfortunately, all we've got is Zulu people throwing sticks at you. That's all we've
They
got.
might have had witches and wizards, but they didn't write any of it down.
Don't blame me. I didn't invent African history. My people were smart enough to write shit down. That's why we got cool fantasy.
Took it to the next level, man.
I have no idea how to respond to that. I'll be honest with you.
You can make a cool African story if you show them being brutal invaders and slaving each other and stuff like that, but they never do. It's like you've got tribal Stone Age people behaving like modern day with 21st century sensibilities. It doesn't work.
No, I kind of get what you're saying, because it's like people like authors like Tolkien or whatever, like they can draw upon like Norse mythology and like there's thousands of years of you know, mythos and stuff associated with that, and it feels like here what we're seeing is like a lot more shallow. And
Well, yeah,
it's worse.
Let's take like the stereotypical view of Africa with like people living in tribal, like, you know, settlements and you know, huts and stuff, and just project that onto like a magic setting and just go from there. And it doesn't feel very
worse
interesting
because they combine it with the Black Americans. So it's Black Americans doing what they think Africa is, not even like a well-researched or anything like that. It's one group of people's idea of another group of people's. So it's even worse. Right. It's like a hyper reality.
No mercy, you must strike.
It's like the longest trailer ever.
Wait, was that
stops?
Yeah, is
that like
ending?
was that like a saber-toothed tiger?
Are you sure you didn't download the film?
Yeah,
It kind of sounds like it.
I mean,
so
just
we've
add
got
that to what
saber-tooth
Reaper said before. They may have had saber-tooth tigers as well.
They got them from like the Ice Age. Then
They wrote
Wait,
that
there's
down.
still oh my god, the creatures that were in the Ice Age that are now in the fucking desert.
Well, it's the multiverse. They grabbed.
it's
from
fantasy. It doesn't have to make sense. It's fine.
You can't disprove it.
Where's your imagination?
All these years, we believed the
Dude,
gods
you've got to use your
abandoned us.
imagination to make this feel like it's fucking.
He's in whiteface.
only half. Only half.
Maybe that's the representation. Maybe that's the how they represent this.
Do you think
Is his name like
think that
Michael
dude-
Douglas or John Smith?
It's
Is he the most
colony
educated one?
colonizer.
Does that guy have to do that every day when he gets up ready for the day? Like, all right, I've got to spend the next 2 hours like painting these tattoos on my face.
I hope so.
All right.
They were waiting for you.
Literally
Ooh,
just
she's
took scenes
she's
from
an
Avatar.
airbender.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just took Avatar
think that-
shit and just made it
dude.
black.
I think they're all fucking benders by the looks of it.
He was airbenders and shit.
Wow.
How long, without the stops, how long was that trailer? Because it felt like forever.
Let's see. It's about 3
shows-
minutes.
5 hours, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds.
It was a chunky boy. Yeah, 3 minutes.
Jeepers.
I feel like I have no fucking clue what's going on.
No.
Having
Children
watched,
of-
I have no idea who the characters are, what the stakes are, what's going on, what the world
the
looks
ti-
like.
The title's "The Children of Blood and Bone." Is this an Epstein documentary?
Ooh,
Oh,
bad.
And we just got
you go
pulled
with the-
down on that one.
You go with a nice man to his temple.
We are going hard
We
tonight.
got
on
so
Open
far
Bar.
into this stream before it got ripped off of the internet forever.
Yeah, it's been a good run. You know what? I've had like 7 years of YouTube, so it's been fun.
All of us are, when all of us end up dead after this is over, you know
Yeah.
why.
It felt like a parody. I felt like I was watching a parody movie trailer.
It
That's a
looks so dated. It feels so dated.
Yeah.
It feels like it came from like, half a decade ago. Anyway, let's do some super chats here. All right. You guys ready? I think I am. All right, I'm going to go right back to the beginning for these ones. So, Cousin Matt here says, I did a spoiler review on my channel. That must be for Spider-Man. Well, we've done a spoiler review tonight.
We didn't do
Congratulations
anything else.
for your spoiler review.
Maybe it was for Children of Blood and Bone.
Apparently, yes. Marksman says, the Halo desecration demands. I can't even say my true thoughts or I'd be on every list. There's no punishment fit for what they've done. Unemploy them. What's your guys' thoughts on Halo, the new Halo game?
I agree
John
with that
Halo.
guy.
Is he
Shut
is
him
he
down.
cool?
Shut them down. Shut Galo
Shut them the
Studios
fuck
down.
down. What a piece of shit game. Undo it. Take it back from the universe.
What's the main problem with it? If you had to
Everything.
boil it down, like, give me like 30 seconds of your complaints.
It's rebuilt from scratch. They've mechanically fucked up everything. They've changed a whole bunch of the fundamental systems so nothing works anymore like in a proper way. They haven't bothered to deal with basically snatching random pieces of future games and backporting them into this one because they're lazy as fuck, and it's caused loads of like contradictions and errors. They've changed pieces of story, and every single time they do, it's always for the worse. We got re-recorded lines that are pathetic compared to the originals. They got like new prequel levels where the level design is so starkly awful compared to the originals, where it's just giant rooms filled with replenishing enemies constantly and loads of weapons because they don't know what level design even is. They have no respect for the franchise they are now in charge of and have been ruining for ages. It is a piece of shit game. Don't buy it. Play the original.
Well, so you liked it then?
A little bit.
10 out of 10.
Dude,
It is.
Well,
that's
the
all
beast
you
of the
need.
game.
That's all you need.
Well, they did they like re-released it. What was it, the Master Chief Collection, and so you don't even have to go and hunt it down. You could just get pretty much the exact port, just runs slightly better now.
damn. Okay. Let's see here.
Inside every critic, there are 3 griftly bears. One makes videos criticizing Drinker, the second plagiarizes the first, and the third loves terriers and soys over it for half a decade. Which one wins?
I think they all lost.
Yeah. Oh, God. Follow-up question. If Peter Parker did a triple backflip, punched his bully across the hall, and shot Spooge from his wrist, would you destroy your friendship over it? I know you would.
Me and Drinker have been through many debates, and yet we are still somehow friends. I don't know what it is. It must be because he pays me.
It's crazy. It's possibly because we're both not autistic retards.
What?
As well.
Take that back. I have earned my autism.
You are autistic, but you're not a retard, so I'll give you that. Can you give a shout out to my brother's Kickstarter, Fade In and Fade Out, a short film he's trying to get made? Please check it out and support. Cheers. Well, there you go. If you guys want to support independent films and new creators and stuff, then check out the Fade In and Fade Out. There you go. Tom Holland and Zendaya recently got married. Congratulations to the newlyweds. They
and he gets
seem
to watch
happy
her.
together.
He gets to watch her, with every dude under the sun in every movie that she's ever in. Most of which he's across the hallway in. So
When they got married and they went up to the hotel room, did she carry him across the threshold?
Hey,
I like to imagine she did.
Did he throw the bouquet as well?
Hey.
Cheers to the bar, and big thanks to Dark Hour for letting me rant about the shite Odyssey film over the weekend. Also, Reaper, I'm waiting for you to make fun of the film, especially at Ellen's running.
Yeah, I will do at some point. I didn't even do Supergirl. I've got to get on the Odyssey as well.
I showed up to my phone to find like 45 messages from Chuck Sinhausen about the Odyssey, and I was like, I just got out of work, man. I don't have time. I'm not ready for this shit.
Yeah. It's a lot to process. Super Fran Ban, how does Peter make a living in the movie? How can he afford both an apartment and advanced tech? Doesn't mentioning his job or goes to college. Yeah, what does he do, actually?
I'm telling you, man, John Watts gave him the story on a platter. They'd removed him surgically from the MCU, and then it just plugged all the bullshit back in. He's got everything set for him in this movie.
Well, the problem with technology is everyone seems to be a computer expert. Like Zendaya can hack shit. She's also like a biologist as well.
I hated that, man.
She
solved this fucking problem.
She did like biomechanics before she went into aerospace engineering because
what?
In my law world, Peter got his money because he took it all away from Captain Falcon America, man.
Damn it, Pete.
That's why he couldn't get that
he
loan.
can't afford a boat for his sister.
He couldn't get that loan for the boat. I'm sorry, like, Peter Parker's taken all the money in all the banks everywhere.
They keep referring to Spider-Man's work, like his hero work, as his work in the film. Like she's like, you got to stop working so much. But yeah, he doesn't work. He doesn't have a job.
Do you think he's like a blue jean cop where he just keeps all the proceeds from all the busts and stuff?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Can we please have a moment of silence for the cancellation of Wonder Man Season 2? Yes. Everyone be quiet for a minute. Okay, that's enough. Also, Mauler, thoughts on Flanagan writing Warhammer? So Mike Flanagan has apparently been brought in to write the Warhammer 40k show.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't know what his fucking
I never would have thought
Warhammer is.
That would be a pairing, but yeah. Go for it, man.
You know what they could have done? They could have got some of the authors from the Warhammer, like Horus Heresy novels and like Dan Abnett and stuff and got them in to work on the scripts. No? Am I being crazy? Because like those guys kind of know the lore better than anyone else.
Cavill's going to have a lot of input in this as well, so we'll see. We'll see.
Didn't save The Witcher though.
No,
well, he didn't have a lot of input in The Witcher. That's just the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only time he got to write when he was just told, "Well, you write this scene," then is when he did the Roach death scene, and it was like the best thing in the fucking whole series. But there you go. He wanders plenty of times. Did Cavill that The Witcher show was shit?
Yeah, he did. He was pretty upfront about that, actually, by quitting, especially.
Yeah. What's the next one? Yeah. For the love of God, Reaper, tell the bar what you think of Train Dreams, you bastard. Like 7 Soups have tried to catch you live for this question. Yeah,
What? Like,
Train
oh,
Dreams.
I didn't like it. It's just a sad guy in the woods constantly crying and then occasional bouts of racism. Like they beat up a Chinese guy and throw him off a bridge. And I was like, what has that got to do with anything? I wasn't a fan, no. It was well shot. It's beautiful looking. It was funny. It's just like he's just, I'm sad. Chinese guy gets beaten up. I'm sad. Oh no, this racist shot my brother. And then that's just it, most of the movie. I get the whole, it's about people leaving him behind and being left behind the times. I get the theme. I just thought it sucked.
You're on BSUP, I think, like, regularly now. Have you spoken to Platoon about it? Because he was the only person I know who's kind of like really likes it. I think
I brought it up before he watched it. I didn't like it, and then everyone else liked it. So it was just me against everyone.
Oh, okay.
Going, I didn't like it. Like they're going, it's this, it's that. And I go, I don't care. It's just I hate the main character. He's so boring, and that's the problem. My biggest problem. I just couldn't connect to him.
Captain America outside of fucking Thanos' army.
With the elevator, right? Does anyone want to get out of this stream?
It'd be great if there's just one guy in the back that went, wait, what? Hey, no, out, please stop.
I thought I was just going to the archives room.
Yeah.
Once again, they race-swapped an established character. Jean DeWolf is a single, white, New York detective who never had children. Make an original character. So is that what they were trying to do? Is that the same character, or they just like replaced her with someone else?
Yeah, that's her name in it. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the police woman's name, yeah.
White ginger in the comics.
Oh, one of the ads.
Oh, yeah. Who would have thought? Seeing Spidey now, expect flaws. Missed Hulk since Infinity War. Also love Bernthal Punisher. Chris said action is good. Good luck babysitting Dark Hour. Yeah,
Wait, so they took a redheaded white woman, with no children, and they changed it to a black single mother of 2. Oh no! Oh, sir, no, sir, no. Oh, no, sir, no.
Who could have predicted this? Great to see you're reading the Horus Heresy, Drinker, with Erebus being the biggest douche in the entire story. Yeah, fuck that guy. Who would you cast to play him? Ryan Johnson? Pedro Pascal, probably. I could see him playing Erebus. Sanctimonious prick. Would you stream Friday morning or evening? No. Next, moving on.
No.
Why are you talking about Why are you talking about Spider-Man when Spider-Man's coming out? I know. What are we fucking doing? Also, Danny Elfman's Spider-Man theme will always be my favorite Spider-Man theme. Cheers. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Watching live again for the second week in a row due to new parent leave. Let's go. Nice. Congrats, man. Drinker, what bourbons did you have last time you were here in the States, and did you like any more than Scotch? What did I have? I was on Woodford Reserve on the Friday night when we did the fan meetup after the con, so that was the main bourbon that I was drinking that night. Yeah. The rest of the time I was on beers and wines or whatever I could get my hands on, really. Yeah. Didn't like any of them more than like a good single malt Scotch whiskey, but that's just me. I'm sure I'll get banned for this, but I honestly did like the Odyssey. I'll go repent by getting sloshed now. Yes, you do that. Enjoy it. Started watching Andor Season 2, and my wife said, that's Pedro Pascal, right? I told her, no, that's not all of us Latinos look alike. She's Polish. Awesome show, by the way.
Honey, you're on the TV.
Based.
Based Polish people. Spider-Man, the final boss of comic book characters for Hollywood to ruin. Keep fighting, Peter. We believe in you. Yeah. They're still turning a profit. The Spider-Man movies, generally, they always do well. People just love Spider-Man. What can I say, man?
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to have a monster opening.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a big milestone anniversary with the Kaiju World today. Happy 65th anniversary to Mothra. It was an epic debut because the Queen of the Monsters. 65 years. That's pretty awesome, man. Happy birthday. A recent anime, Chainsmoker Cat, references over 40 Western media in its opening, like Trainspotting or The Usual Suspects. It's fun to pick them out. That is pretty fucking cool, actually. Watched Aliens for its 40th anniversary. It's an okay movie. Get the fuck out. 'Tis adequate. Minimal pass for Jim Cameron. It's no Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You reacted too soon, Drinker. You had to
Yeah, I
finish the
did.
troll job.
They got us in the first half, I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Tom Holland. Finally, we get to see Spider-Man depicted with the exaggerated swagger of a British teen. Also Hyrax. Yep.
Beautiful.
I've heard a lot of anger about Sony and Microsoft phasing out physical media. What I don't hear is suggestions for what they should do instead. I don't know.
Upgrade physical media.
Yeah,
Increase technology.
Phase it back in.
We went with video to DVD to, like CD, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, like just increase the technology again. I don't care if it looks like a fucking something from a fucking Star Trek, as long as it's physical. Yeah, like it doesn't matter to me if it's physical. They don't give a fuck. They don't want physical to be an avenue anymore. They're killing it. The idea that it's like, well, discs can only hold so much. It's like, yeah, so upgrade it. It's not discs anymore. It's something else.
It was also originally one of the concepts was lowering the price of things by not having to have the overhead of physical media and have it at a store, and that never happened.
Well, that was bullshit.
It's the same price, if not more.
You also probably
it's a lot more.
They're
fucking
probably
release them
gonna,
on USB sticks if you have to.
Yeah.
There you go. Or a little like car. What is it?
That's what I
SDI
mean.
cards.
Well, yeah,
the progress of generations just stopped.
You know,
So
they're going to
many
hide
different
behind the
avenues
green as
been-
well. They're going to be like, oh, well, we're saving the planet, less plastic. So they're going to use that.
Save my physical media. Fuck the planet.
Yeah. Burn the whales.
The planet had its time.
The planet's old, dude.
Billions of years, for fuck's sake.
You know what? It's done pretty well thus far. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello, gentlemen.
Well,
I have a need of. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's not the planet that, like, what was it? George Carlin once said it's not the planet that's fucked. It's us. It's the people that are fucked. The planet will be here after we're gone.
So if we kill all the people,
the planet will be fine.
All right, cool.
I know a bunch of guys that want to do that.
Yeah.
You ever see Trigger that Mitchell and Webb sketch for us? They got like that computer that type in shit. He just goes, "Have you ever typed in kill all the poor?" It's like, why would I ever do that? He's like, no, I'm not suggesting we would, but it's curious to see the answer.
Hello, gentlemen. I have need of genuine advice. Would studying literature help with getting into film and game criticism, or is it not that important? I mean, I would say as a general thing in life, you should definitely try to get into literature as much as you can. Read as many books as you possibly can, experience as much media as you can. It's all going to help you. Ultimately, it gives you that breadth of knowledge that will be very useful. And then you begin to see that, like, a lot of the stories that we tell nowadays are just based on classic literature stories. They're just derivations of that. That is a very useful skill to have. Had to work today for my 27th birthday, but I get to enjoy open bar while working, so I'd say that evens out. I'm going to eat crabs and drink once I finish. Excellent. Don't drink and then get crabs. That's a different kind of night out. But yeah, happy birthday, man. Hope you have a good day. Could someone on the bar familiar with GTA 6 explain to this Philistine why we should be excited outside of because it's GTA? It doesn't seem clear. It's mostly because it's GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
It's going to be a big game with a big open world for you to explore, and it'll be very detailed. And there's probably going to be strip clubs in it, which, you know.
Haven't they said so many people are going to be playing GTA that people like calling days off, that everyone's using their sick days up, like the streets are going to be empty, everyone's going to be on GTA.
Society's going to fucking collapse for a few days.
Like a few shops are shutting down because they went, what's the point? GTA's out.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I got some tracking missions to do. 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, you know, GTA 5 was a really good game. It was fun. Like, lots of stuff to do in it. It's just the amount of time that's passed. Like, the anticipation is about as high as a game can possibly be. It's going to be insane. It'll be so fascinating to see what that game actually sells and how much money it makes.
Oh, stupid money.
It'll put Hollywood to shame, I'm sure.
Drinker one day tried to crack open a cold one, but instead opened the old one, and that's how we got Mauler. You're responsible for this guy. Been trying to get rid of him ever since Open Bar started, but he keeps showing up.
You can't kick me out anymore. I just stay overnight. Wait.
Can't throw you out if you never leave. 1994 had Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, introducing one of the greatest evil kaiju of all time in Space Godzilla, who's probably returning in Godzilla versus Kong Supernova. Sure, bring it on. Love it. Yeah.
I ain't seen any of those films.
I'm just waiting for Platoon's video where he pisses off that entire fan base.
That's your answer to most things now. Just waiting for Platoon's video.
You don't make the videos yourself. You just let Platoon take all the heat now.
Yeah, you know, I might
Platoon's
make
just
one for
proxy.
something.
I nearly fucking died laughing at his Supergirl video. It was so funny.
Yeah, he's going to go in hard on the Odyssey. He's already done it with part 1 of his video series. I think he's going to be 3 or 4 parts, and he's not holding back. With the trailer for season 3 coming out, how is Rings of Power so bad? Did they go out of their way to make it terrible, or are they so stupid they think it's good? The second one, yeah. Drinker, play Gollum already. Well, I need to set my bounty on this one, right? Because if I have to give 20 hours of my life to fucking play Gollum and complete it, man, it better be good, or it better be fun, or something.
You know the trailer?
You do realize I have a card to play, and hearing your disdain for the thought of playing Gollum is doing things to me.
Is that how you want to cash it in, though?
I don't know. I'm going to think about it.
As if you do cash it in, you have to make him play the whole thing. Not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
no,
one
that's
stream.
yeah. I had to play the whole of the fucking Last of Us Part 2.
As you know that everyone wants that, right? I'm just saying everyone wants you to force him to do that.
I have
be a
to fit
hero
this in
among
amongst. I have to fit this in amongst resident drunks as well. Keep that in.
Well, I mean, that's not my fucking problem. But I know whose problem it would be.
Drinker, you have to play it all in one session.
Oh, well,
Good
I
God.
wouldn't be that cruel.
I would do that for a charity stream, nothing else. There's no fucking way you're doing that shit willingly.
I finished The Last of Us Part 2 45 minutes before our stream, for
That
goodness
is
sake.
true. That is true. He was messaging me like with an hour to go, saying like, "So I'm at this point. Like, how much fucking more do I have to play of this game? You're almost there. Keep going. Stay strong."
And then I was recording the whole thing as well.
Yeah, you were.
And
in
then
a
I
foul
dumped
mood
it.
when
I
we started
dumped it
this.
out. I dumped it out on April Fool's Day, every fucking part, and flooded everyone's timelines and fucked their algorithms, and it was beautiful.
Enjoyed it despite the questions. Generally feel the montage of the college years with classic villains should have been its own film, so you feel
Yes.
the time gap and changes.
Where was
That's
that
fair.
film? Give it.
Yeah. What's this? Yeah, best and worst Spider-Man games. I'll always have a soft spot for Shattered Dimensions for bringing back all the old VAs. Never mentioned the Insomniac ones, or sorry, never played the Insomniac ones.
I didn't play enough
The,
of them to
the
say.
old PlayStation 1 for
Yeah.
the 9, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Spider-Man PS1 was amazing.
I loved Spider-Man 1 on
For its
GameCube
time,
where
it
you
was
got
good.
to play the campaign as a Green Goblin. It was fun as fuck.
I like
Shadow
Spider-Man.
Dimension.
Super,
really good.
super underrated Spider-Man game is Ultimate Spider-Man. Super underrated.
What about that one where it's like the symbiotes take over New York? What's that one?
Oh, that's Web of Shadows.
Web of Shadows. I played the
Yeah.
crap out of that one.
OMW to the Polynesian quadriplegic gay cowboy film festival because I'm a real cinephile. Yeah. You truly have an expanded media diet, so hats off to you. sir. Mauler, it's been 7 years. Where's Game of Thrones and Unbridled Rage? Episode 6.
Listen. I'm
Is there a
trying
script for that?
I think there's notes. I don't think I've made it to script.
Movie.
The problem was, it took me, I think, 2 months to make the episode 5 one. So by the time 6 rolled around, I was like, oh man, I've said everything I want to say almost. But I'm not going to say, like, I've already said before, I will make that video. I'm not sure exactly when. But the fact that we're 3 years away from a 10-year anniversary of the ending of Game of Thrones. I mean, that's somewhat tempting.
Yeah, you could probably have it done in 3 years.
If I
Doable.
rush.
Theoretically, yeah, I know, it's tough. Yeah, True Lies had a young Faith the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, that was Elijah Dushku.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her.
She was the kitty. Yeah. She was
Who
the
unfortunately said, I think, that she was like abused on that set by the stunt coordinator. And I think he'd said, if you say anything, like, I'll just make an accident happen where you fall off that jet and you'll just be dead.
Whoa,
and it'll be-
motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I had a good impression of that film, and that soured it now.
No, honestly, whenever I see that part of the film, I'm always like, that's annoying. That's fucked.
Yeah. I hope there's a narrator in Doomsday, and when Chris Evans shows up, he says, Steve Rogers has great genes. Let's see. Where's the next one? Yeah. Mauler, I missed the Look Outside streams. What are the chances of an unbridled praise for Look Outside?
Not like impossible. It's just I got so much shit going on. It's more likely you'll get a stream of it again someday because I fucking love that game. Very fun.
Recently watched the Crow remake. Ugh, only because they used my favorite song, What Went Down by Foles. And I was glad to see that it played during the best part of the film, the fucking end credits. Yeah, that movie was a disaster. Horrible, horrible film. Mauler, favorite Spider-Man movie?
Oh, it's going to be between Spider-Man 2, Homecoming, and I really like Into the Spider-Verse, the first one as well. So it'd be a fight between all of them, but they're all better than each other on certain aspects. So it's like complicated. But I've said before, it's just between those three. I'd have to rewatch them all to give you a more definitive.
Okay. Yeah, fun fact. A friend of mine did coke with Van Damme. That is a really fun fact, actually. I bet it was very fun for him. Mo, did you finish Spider Noir? If so, thoughts?
Oh man, it's so unfortunate. I was kind of into it. I didn't think it was like amazing, but I thought it was really fun for the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes. And then it started to lose me big time, and I sort of broke up watching it, and then it just sort of left my brain, and I didn't even finish it. I've got like an episode and a half
Was it
left.
Electro's ham-fisted acting? He's going, wah, every 5 scenes. It was fucking unbearable.
Yeah, that was weird as shit. There's a lot of decisions they made. I don't know. It's a strange show. I enjoyed a lot of pieces of it. I don't know. Has anyone else here seen it?
Nah,
Yeah, I
going
found
to
the exact same trap you did, where I like 5-6 episodes in, I was just like, I'll catch up on this eventually.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Yeah, the Electro guy was fucking chewing every bit of scenery imaginable.
And did you go to Greenville? Or sorry, did you like Greenville? And did you go to the waterfall downtown? I did go to that. Yeah, it was very picturesque and pretty. And I did like Greenville. It's a very nice city. After being stuck there for an extra 2 days, though, I was getting a bit fucking sick of it, and I really wanted to leave. So, yeah, my flight was cancelled and then cancelled again, which was definitely not frustrating. But yeah, that's also the reason why my Odyssey review was delayed, and not because I was terrified of reviewing it and I was waiting for fucking ChatGPT to tell me the answers to it or whatever. But yeah. That's the perils of traveling to these like small regional fucking airports in America where there's only like 1 flight out per day that will get you home.
Oof.
If it's delayed, you're fucked. But anyway, I'll finish up there for this evening. Gentlemen, it's been great having you on for this tonight. It's very much appreciate your time for this. It's been fun talking about Spooderman with you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on. This was a lot of fun.
Thank
And,
you, Brinker.
I will also say there's a link in the description actually, because we did a premiere for the 3 short films that we made. We did one in Toronto a few weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun. So we decided we're going to do another one in London on September the 10th. So if you're inclined to go there and you want to hang out, and it's going to be like a fan meetup and stuff, the link is in the description right there, and you can book your tickets. And we'll see you there. I'm going to be there. The director's going to be there. A bunch of cast and crew and stuff are going to be there. We'll do a Q&A. We'll hang out at the bar. and we'll kind of do what we did at the premiere for Mahler's movie: get drunk and rant about a lot of stuff. So it should be a lot of fun.
Sweet.
But
Did you do a Christian Bale, la da da, good for you on set to everyone?
a few times, yeah. I'm trying to do my fucking scene with Bryce. Oh yeah, fix your fucking light. Yeah, good shit. But anyway, that's all we got for today. So go away now.
Bye bye.
Bye.